मैं तो सजेस्ट करूँगा कि देख ले भाई, यही कॉमर्स ही देख ले। मुश्किल है। अरे आईटी फिर तेरे को बीसीए वगैरह कुछ करना पड़ेगा बाद में। हाँ, मुझे तो वही पता है। बराबर। हाँ ठीक है। हाँ दैट्स क्रेजी। गेम ही रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं कर रही है और ये भी रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं कर रहा टास्क में मुझे। इधर से क्यों जा रहा ना अभी। क्या होगा कैसे crazy.
flow take you high? Don't let the flow take you high. Don't let the flow take you high. Don't.
route, but you know, we remember Yuditan on the
Don't mind that.
Oh,
Tengen,
okay.
Akame, Xfero, Puppy, Crystal.
Happy
Yeah.
Poppy and Crystal.
I mean,
and Crystal.
they're really believing GE's going to be putting up numbers. We got a couple of Puppy believers. So we got big time saying May's going to be back.
Yeah, he's back.
And then we've got both Victoria and the casters thinking Puppy's going to be having a day today.
Wow, that would be a great return to
Ooh.
form for both of those players. I mean, I'm very curious how this is going to go. I think the casters might be straight up trolling, and I think this is a free win for me today. But I do say that every day, and then I never win. So it's hard to know.
I wouldn't put it past them. Look at their faces. They do troll us quite a lot. Look at that face.
He looks
That's a very trolly face.
That's a...
Seth doesn't even know what's going on. He probably didn't even know what he was picking, you know, players for.
Boo!
This is just so
looks like a paper
I don't know.
team to me.
I agree. I definitely agree. But for today, of course, we have our first match, RRQ and GE, and let's bring up our predictions here, because.
Oh my god, this guy's
Global
unbelievable.
esports time.
This guy is unbelievable.
Thank you for that production. Yeah, you wanna.
I think time is on their side. That's the biggest thing I have going into this. The veto works out so nicely for them. I think their changes are strong. I think the coaching staff changes are strong. Who's that guy? Who's that handsome man? Got the jersey. But yeah,
bloody
I
hell.
really do think they can make this work today. RRQ's form did not look good in Toronto. Post-Teo, they have not looked good. I think GE have made strong changes, and I think the coaching staff changes will really help them.
That was. I feel like. Can we just save that? Can we just save that image for future use? I feel like we'll need to bring it out several times here.
Maybe.
Absolutely.
In stage 2.
Look, honestly, I could see Global winning with this veto, perhaps, but I think RRQ is just a bit too quality. There's a reason why they're the Pacific champs
There's
right
a
now.
reason why they're the Pacific champs. There's a reason why they went all the way to Toronto as well. So I am expecting RRQ to take this one.
Yeah.
GE, hey, I would like to be proven wrong. I
Same.
would like to be proven wrong. I want to see how this works. But we won't have to wait any longer because we are going to send it to the stage for our first series of the day, RRQ and GE for VCT Pacific Day number 3. Pacific Kings are back on the stage. When they last stepped foot here, it was lifting up that Pacific trophy, victorious as champions, and they are determined to keep that title. Can the King of Kings dominate once again all the way to the finals road to Tokyo?
They may have struggled internationally lately, but here in Pacific, they are the big dogs, and you are expecting them to have another stellar run straight through the group stage and throw their hat in the ring for a spot at champs.
Of course, they will be up against Global Esports, and this is a team, of course, that is hoping this stage's roster is the one that will finally get the dub, even if it is against RRQ. There are lots of questions and lots of challenges, but make no mistake, the players walking out in the red and blue are no strangers to the stage. Does all that experience come together and bring out a Global Esports ready to face the Pacific winners today?
Yeah, it's been a first half of the year filled with struggle. Of course, not happy with that. They're looking to chase the victory and looking to make changes to be constantly improving. I do think they're heading in the right direction. I think their changes are good, but it's a huge opening matchup for them. Having to play the reigning champions is no easy start back for this newly formed roster, and I do think they're definitely not the favorites, but an upset for me, at least, is on the cards.
Do you think if they flashed your GE player photo up there, they'll be inspired?
I'll text it to them all backstage for motivation. The nice photo of me in a beanie and the jersey. That's what they all need to see, really, to be inspired. But I think it's so doable, especially when we look at this veto. I think they've played the veto perfectly. They've lent towards the new maps where RRQ will not have had the time that they have had. I think opening on Haven, I do think that could be a little bit rougher because RRQ have looked good there. But heading into map 2 and map 3, personally, I have to give the edge to GE.
Yeah, RRQ are going to have to play this by ear, basically. I mean, at least there is some footage of what RRQ is going to be bringing on this map. GE will be able to counter-strat a little bit, and I've spoken already a couple of times about the changes that they've had to their coaching staff recently. I think it could be quite positive for them. So, GE, a couple of good reads, and RRQ continuing to have some poorer form like we've seen internationally could be a recipe for success. As for RRQ, their coaching staff is really just there to make sure that they can pick themselves back up after a couple of lackluster results internationally and play to the same standard that we know that they can bring inside of Pacific, which is the very best.
At least you do have players who are very familiar with each other, some who have even played on the same team previously, right? Does that even come into play here, especially since, you know, you have GE basically starting on a blank slate. This is going to be their first biggest showing here on the Pacific stage, and they need to make sure that this debut is going to be, you know, a statement for them.
Yeah, they just haven't really taken wins off of any of the bigger name teams here. Most of the closer games or the wins that they've been taking have been against some of the other teams that have also been struggling in Pacific. So look, we'll see what they're going to be bringing. Haven is going to be a map that you should be feeling very confident RRQ will be picking up. They recently took a win off of Fnatic with exactly this comp. Jemkin on the Yoru, Monya on Neon. Crazy Guy, since his debut on Omen in Pacific, has been pretty comfortable on this agent, and Cushy on his signature Sova.
GE mixing things up here. This is a composition we don't really see, leading away from the meta that is more double duelist to bring in this deadlock. Now, I do think there's a lot of nice options there. There should be some good combos. The only thing is, it's kind of hard to stop a double duelist with that kind of double senti because they have so much space. You know, we think about the Yoru TPs to get past all this stuff, the Omen TPs, how fast Neon is. I think they need to slow down this double duelist, and I think there's a lot of pressure on Crystal's shoulders here on this deadlock to show us why they're willing to go off meta and give us something new here.
We're also getting a couple of answers about the roles. Yeoman on the scan in it, so Crystal will be the one to make some room, but we've recently also seen Yeoman be a little bit more flexible in terms of his role going onto the Viper and some of these other secondary sentis. So we'll keep an eye if GE keeps the roles pretty consistent. Ban on the senti and Yudotan. I can't wait to see this guy cook on the duelist since he did in stage 1, just filling in.
Well, we're going to see all of those role shifts, all of those questions will be answered as we step into Haven, our first map of the day. We're going to toss it on over to your casters, Achilles and Paperthin.
That's right, we're back. It's time for another day of VCT Pacific action. This time, Global going up against RRQ. RRQ not having the best time internationally as of late, but Global Esports making a multitude of changes, and I think trending in the right direction. Yudotan, duelist. It's the thing that we wanted the entire time. That has looked very, very good for them overall, but in addition, some coaching changes.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, you've got MCE coming into this squad, a historically great coach, you know, helping out as kind of the analyst coach or sub-coach role, whereas you have Elevated, who's fully stepped into that head coach role, so you would expect things to be really well prepared. The fundamentals should look good for GE, and that could be troublesome for RRQ, who look really shaky, like you were talking about internationally. I mean, immediately my eyes turned to Monyet. Yes, when they were playing double duelist comps, that's when they looked their best, especially against NRG at Toronto. But when Monyet was asked to switch over to the controller, he got absolutely destroyed against Team Heretics. So players like that I'm looking at. There's a lot of cool storylines here with players who played with each other. Hold the phone.
Speaking of getting destroyed.
He got a little bit there.
I mean, it's not just him either. Look at the damage across the board here.
Oh yeah.
Suffered from RRQ. Crazy guy at 50. Sparrow down to 80. This is a bit of a rocky start. Question, of course, that we have to ask is, what sided map is Haven today? As Jemkin similarly tagged down to 10, trying to make his exit. Yudotan now kind of pinned in. They looked at flush him out, but they've lined up. And the guided missile himself is able to go ahead and collect 4 kills. And crazy guy at 50, the spike, still dropped at sewer. They won't hand over the ace. Poppy will go ahead and get himself on the board, but Global take the opening pistol.
Yeah, that's a scary one there for RRQ. That opening damage they take really hurts them trying to clear out Yudotan. You know, they send 2, they have Jemkin up in a garden, and they still can't get the job done. He's able to isolate the 2 and get the quick kills, and then Jemkin's just left trying to win a 1v1. And Jemkin, another player who struggled internationally, you know, was so good in stage 1. The best player we had, I think, in Pacific overall. You know, when you look at the stats and the way that he was playing, and he was the one leading the charge for RRQ, I think it's hard to argue otherwise. But since then, it's been a struggle, and it's been a team struggle. They're just going to try for a fast hit.
Poppy up over the top at Ban. Slayering in some shots here from the Guardian. Jemkin does manage to find 1, but quickly the trade up comes through as Xpero finds 2, eats a good amount of damage, but brings it into a 2v2 where Cushy can also go ahead and recover a weapon. Flank going to be coming in. Cam gets toggled. We'll be able to get the spot out here on Yudotan, who does have that Marshal here at range. For now, the toggle just coming in, but doesn't get the spot in time. Tiny bit of damage. Cushy backpedals into that one there, but still managing to tuck into the corner just outside of Garage. Yo, man, on the hunt. The recon sent. Cushy finding the first. Yudotan tries to get it done, but he cannot. It's a Red Bull clutch from Cushy to get RRQ quickly on the board.
Just what the doctor ordered here, and it's the guy who was playing extremely well for RRQ internationally. It's Cushy coming up big. Xpero as well. Really consistent on that Sentinel roll, and he finds a gap. You know, Poppy here from up top, but then it's Xpero using that Cypher Cage to get in and find some great damage with the classics. So what a bounce back here on the eco for RRQ. Just kind of a classic C rush, just go fast, and immediately GE wants to maybe take a timeout, unless it's not anybody's timeout. Oh no.
Nope. It was a different. It was the different music.
Sorry.
Tony, I gotta get those ears checked.
I should. Well,
let's go to Costco. They have that hearing aid thing, and it's like really.
Is it free?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, you get like a free test. I mean, obviously you have to buy the aid after that, but.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. I probably could use it.
Can get free tests.
That's true.
Looks like a little bit of a tech pause. Yesterday went smoothly, was right as rain, so hopefully just a quick little gear check. Somebody got hyped up after the Red Bull clutch. Keyboard came unplugged.
Yeah, I don't understand. We don't have any EMEA teams here, so where are the tech pauses coming from?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Usually I can just blame them.
Yeah. But alas. Seems like it is. So we were having a decent little streak of not really encountering too many. I mean, granted, we did have that super long one at Toronto.
Well, that was, yeah.
So that was outside of pretty much anybody's control.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was
kicked.
Right. I mean, that's nobody's fault. That's just one of those, like, acts of God. Nothing you can do about it. So other than that, things have been great.
Looks like maybe, and this is just me speculating, maybe a game crash. You can see the Crystal didn't have the game up on his screen. Battery is all tapped out. So either way, seems like something likely not too bad. Okay, I'm being told that it is a gear issue, so I think he might have just tapped out of the game to try to maybe finagle the settings of whichever piece of equipment is causing the issue.
Yeah, we'll get it resolved, I'm sure. Maybe just a mouse thing.
Given that we're highlighting it, it's just
It's my suspicion.
like shaming a culprit. It's like when a child like.
It's like a mugshot.
Yeah.
This man right here, put it on the wanted posters.
You will sit there.
And you will
You'll
feel
be
shame.
sorry. So this is on the RRQ side, so I think we're just featuring the mouse.
It is a cool looking mouse. I like the color.
You're welcome for the free. The recon sent. Cushy finding the first. Garage. Yo man on the hunt. The first. Yudotan tries to get it done, but he cannot. It's a Red Bull.
Going up against each other.
True.
You know, crazy guy going up against Crystal again, you know, with that final with Ascension back in 2023. Some stuff like that. I mean, Band's return to Pacific yet again. Finding his way through as this great, you know, kind of flex player who comes in and kind of just can fit whatever role the teams need him to.
I feel like that one kind of got glossed over a little bit as we were going into this game.
Yes.
Is you know, obviously very excited to see Yudotan. I mean, he showed why in that opening round, collecting 4 kills. But yeah, it is good. It is good to see Ban back. I think that honestly, when the adjustment started being announced, that was the one that kind of stood out to me the most. And I was like, okay, well, Ban is pretty much like a rock steady player. He's going to be somebody who isn't going to feed, but you know, isn't necessarily going to top frag, but has those moments where he can pop off.
Yeah.
And having him in a Sentinel role to really just anchor sites and try to, you know, enable the rest of the team.
And he can flex
information.
And he can flex.
He can.
He can flex to Duelist. And so he gives you a lot of versatility. I mean, and like you said, he's a relatively consistent player. He does have huge moments. I mean, we've seen some crazy plays from him in the past. So definitely a guy to keep your eyes on as, you know, a potential performer for GE. You know, Crystal, I'm kind of curious with him taking up the from him in the past. So definitely a guy to keep your eyes on. And they still can't get the job done. He's able to.
From the Guardian, Jemkin does manage to find one, but quickly the trade up comes through.
भाई ज़फर जोर ले लिया.
Finds 2, eats a good amount of damage, but brings it into a 2v2 where Cushy can also go ahead and recover a weapon. Flank going to be coming in. Hey, Cam gets toggled. We'll be able to get the spot out here on Yudotan, who does have that Marshall here at range. For now, the toggle just coming in, but doesn't get the spot in time. Tiny bit of damage. Cushy backpedals into that one there, but still managing to tuck into the corner just outside of Garage. Yo man on the hunt. The recon sent. Cushy finding the first.
Bro, no way, bro. How can you lose this?
Clutch from Cushy to get RRQ quick
Classic
on the
लेके
board.
आके जाते.
Just what the doctor ordered here.
It's going to be further silence. Just spams through the smoke. Be able to find that headshot.
Cutting through.
Jemkin setting up the gate crash here for a quick exit. Looks like he wants to try to stick around, see if he can clear anything out.
That's a great grab net there. Makes it easy to recognize that that's a clone.
Camera being toggled.
This should be, at the very least, a spike plant. I don't imagine that Band's going to really do much about this. And they're just going to set up, grab the guns, and go for the retake. That's a 5v3. A lot going to be asked here. Crazy guy, X-Pharaoh and Jemkin.
Force off the angle immediately. Still does have a flash. Cage going to be popped. X-Pharaoh just spamming in a little bit. Jemkin pretty much just needing to hold his ground. Finds the first, looks for the second, but Yeoman just bounds forward, right-click kills. Crazy guy, same spot that Cushy played previously. Looking for that second kill. Cannot make it happen. Poppy and Yeoman will stick around as we're just going to go blow for blow, back and forth here as Global Esports regain the lead.
Yeah, really nice coordination there from GE. Able to deal with both players at once, even after losing their Neon. You know, Crystal there, making sure that X-Pharaoh's dealt with. And then you've got Jemkin around the corner, cleared out. That's just a great grab net early. I mean, again, this A main control being won 2 out of the 3 rounds here by GE. And it's a lot of the deadlock util that's opening it up for them. So here on this defender side, looking to put that double sentinel comp to really good use against this. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
having an interesting start. I don't like that. Well, they're hauling a PC out onto the stage, so I think we might be doing a swap.
might have a little bit of time.
We do, I think. We'll get, as we get confirmations, we'll go ahead and keep you guys updated. Did you watch any of EMEA?
No.
Good?
I fell asleep. Honestly, I got home last night, and I was, even though it was kind of a fast day, still a little jet lagged, and I was like laying in bed, and I'm like, I'll just put it on, and then I didn't even make it to the analyst desk. I was out. So.
No, there's some interesting results. Got to see Corrode over there.
Okay. Was it Mega Defender sided like it was here?
I don't remember.
You can look.
But yeah, Navi able to come out with the win was a little.
God bless Angel. Oh.
and then Giant X took down Vitality 2-0.
Oh, okay.
That's sick to watch.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
They played really well.
That's great in a way. I mean, I feel a little bad for Vitality, but not like that much. I don't have any real big horse in that game.
No, it was just really well coordinated from them. I was very surprised to see.
I mean,
how
Durko was popping off too. But yeah, that's concerning there. I mean, obviously Vitality's had some shakeups, so
yeah.
It looks so good at the beginning of the year.
I really did. Well, fortunately here for the coaching staff, not much to do other than sit back and wait this out like the rest of us here. Of course, did get to see MCE previously there in the booth.
Oh, that's right, but Penny was back for Apex.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
I'm really happy he's getting a shot.
Really rough start, but and right as they started to turn the gears on that first map of Icebox, Angel just decided to thrifty them. And he just killed like two, three people with a sheriff on the B side.
Oh god.
But they were starting to heat up, and then they looked really good going into the second map. So.
Yeah, and then they got blown out on Corrode.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it was very attacker-sided for Navi there. Interesting.
Which I think they asked Angel, why did you leave the Corrode up? And he's just like, I just think it'd be interesting. I just want to play this.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, all right, sure, Angel. There's no strategy behind it. There's no real confidence. He's just like, I just want to play the new map.
Sounds fun.
Like, that's sick. Well, anyway, seems like this is going to take a little bit longer than we might have anticipated originally, so we do apologize. We're going to go to a quick little break, and we'll be right back.
So この部分は自分が加入してうまくいってると思ってるんですか？はい。ご自身。
First time chat, hello and welcome to the stream.
That band's gonna really do much about this.
Nice.
And they're just gonna set up, grab the guns, and go for the retake. That's a 5v3. A lot gonna be asked here.
Pray, hopefully कुछ तो मिल जाएगा किसी का. अरे नहीं. Yudo को मार नहीं.
Needing to hold his ground, finds the first, looks for the second, but Yeoman just bounds forward, right-click kills. Crazy guy, same spot that Cushy played previously.
Same spot, nice.
Second kill, cannot make it happen.
Let's
Poppy
go.
And Yeoman will
Thrifty baby.
go blow for blow.
अभी tech pause हुआ ना, fix हो गया ना.
For now, the toggle
Nice.
is coming in, but doesn't get the spot in
नहीं.
Right, bit of damage. Cushy
Let him
backpedals
rush.
into that one there, but still managing to
He
tuck into the corner, just outside of garage.
Oh no, he doesn't know he's left side. Please.
On the hunt.
He doesn't know.
Cushy.
That's not fun.
First.
No, that's not fun. Gun diff हो गया.
From Cushy to get RRQ.
नहीं रहता तो at least I can see. This is much better, no? हाँ, much better. मेरे से बैठा नहीं जाएगा, bro.
Can hear you.
Controller is the easiest role to play. I dare you to climb to Immortal 3, bro. मैं Radiant भी नहीं बोलूँगा. Immortal 3 चले जाओ playing only smokes. फिर पता चलेगा कितना मुश्किल है. It's not about how well you play. वो smokes का फायदा उठाने के लिए भी तो duelists होने चाहिए, initiators होने चाहिए, बाकी सब होना चाहिए smokes का फायदा उठाने के लिए. You could do like the best smokes in the world and still not be able to capitalize on it.
अब better है क्या? अब देखना एक बार.
Means unless you're expecting you will smoke and you will kill and you will do everything. If you can do that one man army, then cool bro. Then anyway you will climb. फिर next year बात करते हैं VCT में direct.
Let's see now.
Thanks for the coffee, buds. Bro, I think this is so much better, bro. I'm not going to sit for watch parties anymore, bro. Chair ko nikal do, bro. I need to stand for watch parties. I need like my zone here. I need to be in my space. Bro, ये देखा तूने? They asked them lie detector डाल के, can you see a Japanese team winning a trophy this year? दोनों ने हाँ बोला, दोनों का झूठ निकला. तो तेरे मनी मन में हम चाहते हैं, but हमको पता है skill diff है. We have Techno from India who only plays controller. So, can I tell you this? When we were doing our open tryouts last year, the only two Indian players that made it into like the final top list were Golu and Techno. Like right after Papi, like Papi ka agar idhar tha, Golu was here and then Techno was here. That's how the standing was. Like after Papi, there was a massive drop, and then directly Golu was the next best option. Yeah, standing stream, हाँ bro, सच्ची I'm gonna stand and stream only. By the way, ये तूने देखा ऊपर? मैंने मेरी मैं stream को दिखाऊं? गाली देंगे bro. Stream गाली देगी. Stream गाली नहीं देना बस गाली नहीं देना. ए, गलत चीज नहीं दिखा सकते. ये देखो. इधर सारे secrets reveal हो गए bro. ये देखो पूरी कलेक्शन है. कुछ बोलना नहीं. You didn't see anything, I didn't see anything.
क्या है भाई?
किसी ने कुछ नहीं देखा. Okay, much better. Yeah. Dude, actually this is so much better. I feel like I'm in a watch party. Why have I never done this standing before? Can you please tell me why? Like now I can get up and I can like smash things around and throw things and हाँ सब चालू है. And then मैं बाद में ये भी मैं सोच रहा हूँ next watch party के लिए मैं थोड़े और props इधर ले आओ. मॉनिटर तोड़ दूँ अगर हार गए. कीबोर्ड ऐसा हाँ रेज रूम इधर तोड़ पकड़ के बेसबॉल बैट लाके हाँ every time we lose कुछ तो तोड़ दो. हाँ
अभी ठीक है डे.
हाँ जीता तो सबके लिए गिफ्ट्स. नेक्स्ट वॉच पार्टी GoPro IRL रेज स्ट्रीम. बात तो सही है. I do IRL streams by the way. I'm just saying. It's so cool that stream is there also. इधर भी पीछे चल रहा है. सुकी यहाँ बड़े स्क्रीन पे देख रहा है. You feel like caster, yeah bro. मेरी casting कभी लाइफ पे कोई देख लेगा ना. You should hear sometimes when I am doing like NSFW casting. Because and I'll tell you why also. मैं बहुत ऐसा छोड़ो. कभी एमी को पूछना. मेरी कास्टिंग जब मैं साइड लाइक ब्रो व्हाट यू डूइंग क्या कर रहा है सर. अंदर ऐसा एकदम थोड़ा रैंक में चले जाते हैं. ट्रेडमिल भी लेके आओ. तारीख करता है वॉच पार्टी में. हाँ एक्चुअली
ऐसा चापटी दे रहूंगा. मतलब छोटी हल्की ऐसा ऐसा देखो ना. अभी उसने ऐसा सर पे हाथ घुमाया ना. सर पे हाथ घुमा पटाख करके एक तो देना मांगता है ना. क्यों? अरे मतलब ऐसा प्यार से अबे यार प्यार से भी एक होता है ना भाई वैसा वाला. यार तुम लोग बात नहीं समझते तुम लोग. वाओ ये क्या सेटअप है. Thank you for the 20 rupees. OX by
Yudotan tries to get it done, but he cannot. It's a Red Bull clutch from Cushy to get RRQ quickly on the board.
Just what the doctor ordered here, and it's the guy who was playing extremely well for RRQ internationally. It's Cushy coming up big. Xpharaoh as well, really consistent on that sentinel role, and he finds a gap. Now Poppy here from up top, but then it's Xpharaoh using that Cypher Cage to get in. Find some great damage with the classics.
OX Gaming, thank you for the 20 rupees.
Blue light जला था.
आज के बाद जिंदगी में हगरे पादरे टट्टी ये वो ये सब नहीं बोलूँगा मैं प्लीज़ चैट में मुझे उकसाओ मत
कुछ सुनाई नहीं दे रहा
वो लिटरली मेरा इधर कोने पे लबूबू लटका हुआ दिख रहा है कवर आई एम कवरिंग आई एम हाइडिंग माय लबूबू गाइस नो लबूबू भाड़ में क्या लबूबू डूड इमेजिन डूइंग लबूबू
अभी से नहीं चालू होगा
Zishu can do better editing. I'm sure Zishu can edit very well, bro. I've seen some of his stuff. It's damn cool.
रियल अभी हवा आएगी देख
Trash song. Oh, I mean, I really liked it. I don't know if you know the artist. He's the same artist that did that. What was that song?
हवा नहीं आनी
Star.
चाहिए वो भी
Star.
दिक्कत है ना
Star.
उसकी वजह से
Star. मेरे को
नहीं
आगे
माइक
कुछ नहीं आता
की
डायलॉग
दिक्कत
का.
है
I just know TikTok पे बहुत
could
ट्रेंड
be,
हो रहा
could
था and reels पे भी था.
अभी इसको
Supporting
पास
G from
लाऊंगा ना
Tokyo, Japan. Thank you so much. I would love to come and visit. If you make it to
अब
top 2,
ठीक
I
है
think
अब
we'll
देख
come there.
पास ला दिया मैंने और माइक
वीजा अच्छा ठीक है पहले एक दो
बट ये
मैच
कैसे
जीत करते
खेलने
फिर
नहीं
वीजा
होगा
अप्लाई
माने
कर
में क्या
लेते ज्यादा एक्साइटेड नहीं होना चाहिए हाँ दिस इज अ गुड रेंज दिस डिस्टेंस अलाउज यू ऑल टू सी मी फिर
But hopefully all will be well
ए
for
लेट्स
the
गो
remainder of this match and
थोड़ा ठीक हुआ एग्जैक्टली देख जितना पास करूंगा उतना बेटर रहेगा
we've done nothing
बट अगर मैं खेल नहीं पाऊंगा इतना पास सकता हूं तो वो दिक्कत है
See if RRQ can maintain the trend as we see just a hero rifle here in the hands of Cushy. Otherwise, Sheriff's
इन लोग को भी कॉन्फिडेंस है कि लोग थर्ड राउंड निकाल पाएंगे तो एक ने फैंटम खरीदी है तो ने स्टिंगर और दो शायद
people out in front of this
वेरी
one.
अंडरस्टैंडेबल बाय
As it does end up getting cleared. Some hot shots being sent, and Jemkin says, well, distract the tracers.
मे बी गेन फुल कर दो
And, managing to find that.
अरे फिर वो बाकी का पंखे वंखे का आवाज आसपास का आवाज वो भी बढ़ जाता है वो दिक्कत होती
What in the hell is that? Gets himself a third. Because why not? Yudotan is just right now operating on a different plane of existence. Being revealed on a crazy guy trying to
है
counter.
इतना कर दिया अभी देखते लेट्स सी
This time, now going to be looking for the ace, and he will have it. Welcome.
एस मिस कर दिया क्या
Operating on a different plane of existence. Being revealed on a crazy guy trying to
Yudotan
counter spam.
one.
Yudotan once again with a 4K. This time, now going to be looking
टू
for the ace.
अरे गुड शॉट
And
अरे
he will have it. Welcome
किधर
back
मारा
from the
इसने
break.
व्हाट द फक
Quick shot from Yudotan, swapping over the weapon.
अच्छा
Immediately,
वो
shots being sent, and Jemkin says, well, distract the tracers. And managing to find that. Quick shot from Yudotan, swapping over the weapon. Immediately takes and finds Jemkin with a
Nice,
headshot.
nice.
What in the hell is that? Gets himself a third. Because why not? Yudotan is just right now operating on a different plane of existence. Being revealed on a crazy guy trying to counter spam.
Nice,
Yudotan
nice.
once again with a 4K. This time, now going to be looking for the.
This one for real though.
अभी टाइम आउट लिया है हर राउंड के बाद टाइम आउट आ रहा
Correct music. As yeah, RRQ gonna have to pump the brakes here.
है हर राउंड के बाद तो हो ही
Gonna have
रहा
to
है
figure something out. It's been pretty tough. I mean, a lot of these setups that GE has are just, you know, punishing through smokes, punishing at the early part of the game. And the coaching staff
नहीं
for
चल रहा है
GE, get the mic up just a little bit so they can hear you there. And I mean, it's
Bombarding
looked really solid so
Coutinho.
far. Out of that double controller, util early was providing value. Yudotan just being himself, being one of the better duelists we have out
यूटॉन ने
there.
भी कितना एक फोर पे फर्स्ट राउंड में लिया एक एस किया दो राउंड में एक मारा 10 15 किल्स पे होगा वो मे
Probably
बी
just gonna have to take a pause in the early
चार
part of the
राउंड में
round. I mean, you don't have nearly as
Right.
much deep util on the side of RRQ to contest that A
15
lobby, so
गलत बोल
you need
दिया
to wait it
11
out
किल
and then make your move after that. You know, maybe use
अच्छा हाँ
Cushy's
एक
util,
एस था दो
kinda
एस
get a
नहीं
little
थे
bit of info before you start pushing out or push some deep smokes here down A long.
Again. Then forward this time. Yudotan going to be taken down off the rim. Great shots from Crazy Guy to be able to find that. Annihilation sent forward, but Maniet still
नो
fighting.
नो नो नो
Managing to come away with 2 quick kills. Clear out everybody
साइफर
alive.
अकेला है
Basically unscathed. It's only Maniet taking
मुश्किल है राउंड
any little bit of damage. His back will be out to the open and struck
एंटी
down.
एंटी एंटी
Very nice
Understandable.
activity here from the side
मुश्किल
of
था
RRQ.
राउंड
Just great shots coming in. Very quickly counteract the aggression from Global Esports.
Yeah, going to use that Hunter's Fury to great effect there. They're going to put X-Vero just a little bit past, use the TP from Crazy Guy. He gets the opener. Maniet able to get ahead of the deadlock util. Find that kill onto Crystal in the corner. And then Jemkin
ये
for the finisher. So the
स्किन बढ़िया
duelists
है भाई
stepping up when they
प्रीमोडियम
need
कुछ
to
भी
here
बोलो
for
रेस चलती है
RRQ, and they found a way past
नॉट गोना लाई
early lobby util. So find a good moment to get some work done. Yudotan gonna go for that operator, the regen shield. Easy guy. On a
What
scouting
the
mission.
heck?
Back to the rest of his team. As they are just, again, looking out for that push out from long A. You can see the TP set up for Jemkin over towards the
तो
other side
सेटअप
of the
बहुत
map.
बढ़िया लग
Some
रहा है
noise
मेरे
made.
को
Yudotan
नॉट
swinging back onto this angle. Was actually staring over towards the vendor's spawn.
बस एक दिक्कत है कि साइफर का टकता और आगे होता एंट्री
Noise
पे
made. Jiggles out. Cushy dead on the
Interesting.
floor. Very nice punish to be found. RQ though, swinging across the map
दोनों ट्रैप लॉन्ग के लिए शॉट के लिए कुछ नहीं लगाया हुआ है शॉट वॉक इन हो सकता है बट मेरे को नहीं लगता उन लोग ने अभी तक सेटअप रीड करा है
Trying to get some info, trying to figure out
Deadlock.
what's going on. That's going to lean GE over towards B with that spot. Ondu.
ये लोग पिंच कर सकते पता है ए पे वो दो बंदे हैं उनको
Got to be careful.
Clears out the trip. Yudotan making some noise, pushing forward.
नाइस रूट
Just can't even track him.
बढ़िया मार रहा है भाई
Slides right into the shins. Cuts him down from below.
अब ये ओमन के फ्लैश पे बहुत डिपेंड करेगा राउंड Timing has to be perfect.
Tag off this recon.
अटैक साइड वरना डिफेंस वाले निकाल देंगे
Paranoia into the recon send. Yudotan trying to break his way forward. Crazy
Nice
guy
shot.
to be able to find one. Yudotan
Nice.
gets himself
वापस
another
ace.
4K. It's another ace. This
दो
man is
भाई
on fire.
गॉड क्या मार रहा है बता भाई 16-17 किल पे बैठा हुआ है 6-7 राउंड में क्रेजी शॉट्स मैन
Little that RRQ could do.
WW
And I was thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, he's going to pop the overdrive here and just take
क्या
over
हुआ?
the round, isn't he? And he does. I mean, just poor Xvero there. That is a great
बेचारा
reinforcement. That slide
सरप्राइज
to
हो
break
गया
the angle.
था नेक्स्ट पिक करता है यार वो मैं मतलब
Tries to be countered by Monyet, and he's just done in
Crazy.
instantly. That
Keeping a tally. That's 2.
16 kills.
16
6
kills
rounds.
in 6 rounds is crazy
How many aces can we get? I don't even know what the record
already
is.
तो
for a single
फर्स्ट
player
गेम
in
है
a single
सीजन
map.
का
I would guess
उसका
that
आई
it's maybe
बिलीव
2.
I can't imagine it's more than 3.
Well, let's
Could
see
be.
if we can
Oh, आगे
break
बोलो
that
अंदर
here.
वैसे
Is Pan pushing forward, able to
Oh, nice,
intercept
nice shot,
Jemkin there
nice
within
shot.
the cage. Keeps himself protected a little bit more, but there's too many targets on the opposite
Omen
side.
has to
so
kill
he's
at
taking
least
down. He'll
2.
have now invested. Monyet gone. Poppy traded out. Yudotan just now arriving with that operator in hand.
इन
Might
पे
have to
अल्ट है
pass
एक
this one over.
भी अल्ट तो नहीं
Somebody else,
है
if they want to make a play for
3v3
this even
retake है ना
3v3, I think they
Doable
absolutely
है
should.
कौन
Plenty
से
of money as well, so there you go. Weapons gonna be swapped.
रिकॉन ड्रोन सब है एक्चुअली बहुत डोएबल है पता है इन पे यूटिल है ये करने
Themselves
के लिए
forward here into the site.
जी में कोई इंडियन है अभी
Not much to slow down Yudotan though.
वो ऑर्गेनाइजर्स और ओनर को छोड़ के कोई नहीं है इंडियन अभी
Swings in, finds the first, does get traded out, but Yeoman's there to trade it up because she now gone, and that leaves Xvero.
प्लेयर एक भी नहीं है सिर्फ स्टाफ और ये ओनर
Op
इंडियन
still
है
carried forward, gonna be cash and
Boot
plenty of
camp भी
cost
बाहर
there.
है इनका
Everybody on Global Esports, the defuse comes in, and so far it looks like Haven is a defender.
मैं दिया था जी एकेडमी का ट्राई आउट
The Yudotan side of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, RRQ here just trying to find any opportunities to dodge Yudotan. Ban there, at least good for one.
काफी अच्छा खेलते हैं
Both
पता है
sides,
अभी तो
but again, Yudotan just accelerates and you're able to trade him.
तो
but
वो
no
लॉग
win
10
there.
ब्रो
Able to kill
स्लाइड करके
Crucial
ऑलमोस्ट
Swing.
दोनों को मार देता हूँ
Trying to create that crossfire with the opening kill for
फुल पॉइंट
Yudotan.
क्या है अभी इंडियन और भी बोला जाता है
For the
क्या
retakes.
करता
And you're back onto an eco here as RRQ on your map pick. Deep smoke here early.
And Monyet spammed low.
खुंदे टैग हुए हैं लॉन्डे
You're gonna use this Cypher cage to get a little bit further forward, but
साइफर ने भी ट्रिक चेंज किया सीलोंग का टक नहीं लगा रहा है
back. There's that op.
And there's a shot. Crazy guys down to 2.
वो खा भी गया भाई इसको ऑलमोस्ट
55 health between them.
ये मेरे साथ बहुत होता है कि वॉल बैंग लगता है मरता नहीं बंदा
Love to find a way to maybe convince GE that you've gone the other side again, but
नहीं टिक पे डाल दिया शायद कुछ है क्या इनका अल्ट
send out the paranoia, get on the
कुछ नहीं है
site,
फिर भी
try to avoid this op.
Shot going wide. RRQ doesn't allow them to try to push forward, get into some more aggressive positions to try to utilize these stingers. Jemkin still with the bandle can certainly do some damage. Swing in,
Nice
Yutan able to find
और एक था ना
Yutan
ब्रो
can be
साइफर
taken down by the off. Recon getting the ping. Swing off of that one. Xfero looking for some damage to jump forward there into the tripwire.
okay
Back comes in as Yomendes can take it
throwable
down. Still, the
round
numbers advantage is very much in the hand here of Global Esports. 2 kills and a plan for nothing more. Global very quickly getting themselves up to 6 round wins.
Yeah, I love the coordination that we're seeing from Global Esports today. You know, using Yudotan as bait to swing with
उनका
Poppy.
कैम जा रहा है क्या
Van doing a really solid job, kind of would be expected.
तुम्हें अपना
with a veteran
कैम हटाना पड़ेगा मेरे को
knows where he needs to be to
नहीं
get that
नीचे है ना
impact kill,
उनका
but
तो ठीक होगा
Yudotan with the operator, not afraid to swing that
देख
corner.
सकते
Tripwire does catch onto Crystal, but outside of that, wasn't too much of a problem for Global Esports. And this is starting to get very worrisome
प्लेयर कैम छुप नहीं रहा ना
for RRQ.
या फिर स्कोर बोर्ड
Got to get this round to go. This economy is going to be in the bin again.
हाँ चैट बैठी है
They're going to disrespect the smoke this time. Just pushing further forward. That gives you a ton of info. You would
एक का
love
ट्रैप
for
डाउन
the
है
RRQ
ये
boys
हिट
to
कर
lean
रहे
into
हैं
this B site with
चार
all
ही
that
पे
sent
ब्रू
intel.
क्या सेटअप है ये
Lord trip is there, but nowhere to play off of it. Didn't quite have the angle. Cam gets a spot. Yudotan trying to push their way forward here out of the A lobby. Get a bit of a surrounding formation here onto the players of RRQ.
Oh, look at this wall.
Wall them off. Nice shot there from Jemkin. The re-peek, however, Yudotan has the angle. Takes him down. Do they expect the second layer in the cubby?
साइफर का लर्ग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है अटैक वाले
Nobody. It seems like the Recon does come through, but Cushy able to hold his own. Finds the kill there. Crystal answering one back. Scaling
Nice
forward,
shots.
finding Cushy.
2-2
Showman trying to push his way in, and Crystal has to do it all.
good shot
He's an absolute behemoth. The fuse is there, and a lead is secured at the half.
सारे बंदे लॉक्ड इन है भाई
Global Esports is just fired up. They're going to recover the op to boot.
सेकंड राउंड में फंबल ना करते
Hero
बहुत
play
इंपॉर्टेंट
after
है
hero play. And RRQ can just not answer back enough. This round looked like maybe they were going to get it done. I like the patience that Xfero is playing with, but Crystal's even more patient. Expects the player right around the corner.
काइंड ऑफ लास्ट बुलेट
Yes, he is.
I agree.
Unbelievable. Once again, shock dart forward, this time widely avoided.
This is tricky now. And RRQ
क्या
trying to
control
set
कर
up
दिया
a
उसने
coordinated hit here. One away from Hunter's Fury, away from a neural theft. Can get to this post plant. Oh no.
Poppy top of the box, able to find one. Peeks over towards Hell. This time Crystal not going to be afforded the opportunity to try to go for the heroics here. Quickly traded out.
पर उन्होंने गर्ल्स में कलेक्ट किया तो फिर वेटेड हो गया बट अब तो कर सकते हैं
Dangerously low on HP. Just going up over the top. It's the spot out here. Trying to back away.
1 की HP
The corpse to try to get a neural off of is situated down in sewers, so that's going to be pretty much impossible unless he can create a new one. Push though, Yudotan able to find one. Some more attention going to be paid over towards sewers, but now it's all right here. Oh, this player. As Moniette is meant to come away with the kill. 3K for him to get RRQ a third round win. Still plenty of work to be done though here. They want to try to recover this half.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, if you get 2 more rounds here as RRQ,
actually
you're going to be feeling pretty
7-5
good.
is not very
You're going to be feeling like, okay,
bad but
didn't go great, but we got through it.
ज़्यादा मिल रहा है तो
It's
क्यों
just
नहीं
a well-timed, coordinated hit.
वो क्या था वुमेन का हाँ ना मेरे को भी थोड़ा समझा नहीं वो वुमेन वाला thing
And they're able to hold on to some big ults for this next round. Got that. Hunter's Fury, have a neural theft.
चेक लास्ट ओपी का शॉट अच्छा वो अरे बुलेट फ्लैश मेरे को भी बहुत बार
As Moniette is meant to come away. Push though, Yudotan able to find one.
हाँ ग्लिच नहीं वो मेरे ख्याल से दिखाता है ट्रिल अच्छा अच्छा हाँ स्कोप वाला ना हाँ करेक्ट करेक्ट ग्लिच सही पकड़े हो गुड ऑब्जर्वेशन
Want to deal with that? Just maybe smoke at them. Try to rotate around it.
मेरे को लग रहा है वो POV चेंज कर रहा था
Doors. No, he's not.
उसके बीच में हुआ है
There's one.
this guy dude is owning this game at least
Crazy guy going down.
this half I can say
Heavy impact kill to be found.
That's frustrating for RRQ because you should have had some awareness that somebody could be close. Based on the clear the cam. Another good grab net from Crystal.
दो गरा दो भी एक ए
Actually finding too much
सी
damage
ट्रैप्स पे
there,
छोड़
actually
रखा
none
है
at all.
डेडलॉक कितना फायदा उठा रहे हैं ये
Same
लोग
time,
ट्रैप ए पे और ये खेल सी रहे
swinging back around
Dead
towards
low.
his A site. Double sonic sensors gonna be set up here.
Oh, they know. Look at this. Look at these rotations.
चारों ए
Sports very quickly getting into the right position. Clone clears
Nice
one,
shot.
coming just on the timing, able to find Jemkin. That's the operator down. Yutan sliding forward, gets himself a second kill. And that is the door slammed shut
Tick
here in RQ's
shot,
face.
tick
20
long.
seconds remaining. Nothing left to do but to just back away and
ऑफ
save.
फेंकेगा भारी है
Yeah.
ये लॉन्डे
This
थ्रो
is-
ना करते भाई
This has got to be frustrating for RRQ. Okay. Get one.
नाइस शॉट
Gonna drop the op.
Well, nice
Throwing and
little
throwing, guys.
transfer there from Cushy.
अच्छा ठीक है
It's a bit more costly for them. It's only Poppy who really has money behind going into this round. As he will be able to save that weapon. Both teams a little rocky
अच्छा
from
round
the
है, अच्छा
ego,
round है।
but it's ultimately Global Esports who have a clear advantage.
ये बहुत ही
Now,
अनएक्सपेक्टेड
you
खेल रहा
couldn't put that ult cycle to use for
है ये तो
RRQ.
गंदा शॉट था भाई
Get
ह्यूमन
shut
का
out
कुछ
of
भी
the
मार
round
दिया
before you
उसने
could even use the Hunter's Fury.
बहुत
No
अनफॉर्चुनेट बोला
opportunities
जाएगा
to get a neural theft engaged. Okay, got a nice double from Cushy. But Yo-Man playing off those stuns really, really nicely. Smanyet's gonna grab the judge. Stinger for Crazy Guy. This round has to look good, and they're gonna be going into the Sentinel. Grinder again.
वो साइफर का ट्रैप देख बैक साइड का
Oh no.
कहाँ रखा है भाई उसने वो दो
Just dismantles them so very quickly.
इसका ऑल्ट हिट ही नहीं हो
Yutan
रहा
is
भाई
fishing for a kill. Has him taken low,
Nice,
has
man.
him taken down. Crazy Guy, the spike now dropped over here.
मेरे को अभी तक साइफर का ट्रैप समझा नहीं वो
Cushy and Sparrow once again
स्पैम कौन दे पाएगा
sat
उसको
back
वहाँ पे
wondering how the hell do we get out of this situation?
Yeah, and now you can just.
Cushy's gonna sprint over. Sonic sensor still active.
Yep.
Slow creeps though.
अभी इनको इन लोग ने रीड कर लिया सोनी
This is
सेंसर
gonna
देख
have
रहे
to
होते
be one hell of a flank.
See how aware Yo-Man will be.
कॉम वाला
Hold
फ्लैंक
on
आ
to
रहा
that
है ये
Hunter's
याद आता है
Fury
मेरे को
back,
इस
just in
पे
case.
इस पे एसेंट पे गया था उसने
Everybody else just
मेन से घूम के
got a
हेवन
couple
गया
angles you
हेवन
really
पे
gotta watch. Now
टू
Yo-Man
मारे क्लच
tasked, making sure that spawn is dealt with. It's taken long enough. Ooh, that hit through the wall on next Pharaoh.
Cushy finding one. Crystal dead. Needs so much more. Drone cleared. 20 seconds try to make a go of this. Gets the dink. Gets the elimination. Cushy gets another. But
नाइस
Yutan is there
वन
to stand in his way. A monstrous
ऑलमोस्ट
effort
42 कर लिया था भाई उन्होंने 3 मार
from
दिए
the RRQ Selva. But Yutan has just been on another plane of
25
existence
सात
right
चल
now.
रहा है भाई
9
वो
to 3
10
at the
राउंड
half.
12
Global
राउंड में
Esports showing up in a massive fashion as Yutan is 25-7 at the half.
It's hard to be better than what Yudotan just showed us in a half.
अच्छा
There's
सो वो
that
अल्ट से
Hunter's
मर गया
Fury
सही
does find some value, but he pops the overdrive. We already saw what we could do with it earlier. And he knew that Crazy Guy was in that smoke somewhere. Couldn't quite find the kill initially, but the follow-up reveal from Yo-Man
Very nice, very
makes it a little
nice.
bit easier for him.
अभी 1 मिनट का टाइम आउट यहाँ पे भी
goodness.
रहेगा
What a start for this new global esports roster.
It's just insane. I mean, Yutan. It's looking like
9-3 का कर्स ना लगे अभी
every enemy Reyna in all of my ranked games. Just somehow
Getting double aced.
just getting hit with a smurfing demon.
Bro is smoking in
Go look at their account and they're like
VCT
8
lobby.
radiant. You're like, come on now.
Yeah. That says silver, and you're just like, yeah, all right.
Sure, yeah.
You can't even mathematically be put into my game. I'm higher ranked than you. How is this
वो नींद क्यों आ रही है
possible?
भाई
Something's not adding up. Is averaging over 2 kills a round, given the 25. And I'd say, yeah, he's been slowed down a little bit, but he's still operating at a blistering pace.
Oh, yeah.
He was going so fast, going like faster than the speed of light, and now like he's like
breaking physics.
Yeah.
Let's go. Don't fumble the lead, guys.
He's so quick to react. I mean, he's been impactful in every possible idea that you could think of to like quantify a duelist, whether it be just
3D
opening
garage
battles,
open.
hopping, using his ultimate, you know, even dying for the cause in a few rounds.
RQ though in a good position as well. Yudotan
Okay,
finding out
never
more
mind.
than Slides into the back of sight, thinking that he was going to get a catch onto Xpero, but RQ laying a bit of a trap, having the right read, are able to go ahead and shut him down very quickly. That's going to force a pivot here from GE.
They've got an open
I think plant for A-Link and go A-Link 3 and stay B window is a call.
And with that wall, that deadlock wall, you can lock off
है ना?
one entire side. Just kind of
Bro, they are
make things a
flanking.
little bit easier
What?
for you here. The backside Crystal though weak. Looking for any other contact, looking for any other players. Jemkin gonna get spotted by the cam. Monyet up on the box, tagged up. Ooh, Jemkin.
And going to be taken down here at front. Crystal just tucked in the corner, looking for a timing and might just be able to find it. It's going to hear plenty of noise in around mid. There's Yeoman able to find one. Crystal now striking, finds Xpero
Come on,
here
Crystal.
from the
It's
back.
on you.
That's going to be lobbed out. Gets a grab onto one.
Niche
Shots
maan, niche.
whizzing right around Crazy Guy. He's still sticking onto the fuse though. Needing to clear this out. They cannot. RRQ. Go ahead and pick up the pistol here to start off the second half.
Well, that's a start, and it looked really nice.
Almost millimeter से miss कर दिया भाई इस मोमेंट को.
In Yudotan,
अच्छा ट्राई था इसने क्रिस्टल ने.
put up a little bit of a protection barrier there from the guided missile. Get some jamming. It really works a treat, but and yet they're able to deal with Crystal, which is huge. That angle from Crystal maybe could have been problematic.
support कर रहे थे.
Had the grab net landed, got some damage in to the diffusing Crazy Guy. He's actually going to grab
एक ही ट्रैप लगा
that
उसमें
outlaw.
garage.
Start this off. See this a lot these days. Up against these anti-ecos. Oh, Xpero, a nice double with the outlaw.
Great shots, looking for a little bit more. Eats a good amount of
Crystal
damage.
ने win
Five, but
किया.
Crystal does get tagged to 16. Still wants a challenge for it. Man, what a good counter strike from him. Stops firmly in position to be able to line up the shot. Impressive from the mechanical standpoint, but still is Global Esports in a very rough position here in the eco attempt.
RRQ's going to cede a lot of space onto A for now. See if they have a timing in
भाई
mind.
आयरन
They
के
maybe
पास
want to lean back in
बंदूक
another
के अलावा कोई
direction.
यूटिल नहीं है जिससे उनको
Just assume
इन्फॉर्म मिल
that
सके अभी.
GE, it's going to be just a re-hit. Trying to use that outlaw. Get another kill over on C. As we can see, the Global Esports forces
कितने half shield थे? एक
trying to
half
meander
shield
their way
है.
over to A
तो
and
वहाँ
now
पे
Cushy
अगर
getting
वो
an
हेवन
idea
तो
of
मिल
it,
गया
Jemkin
pick.
as well.
तो वापस से doable हो सकता है गेम.
Good senses. Can they really make sure that there's not too much more damage done?
Crazy ये था भाई इसका ड्रोन. मैं तो कभी नहीं पाता. Combat.
Revealed off that. Cushy, the random spray eventually going to be rewarded with the elimination. Ban going to be struck down. Poppy now nothing more to do than to die. It's going to be the pop flash in. Jemkin collects it. 3 charges now towards that dimensional drift. 4 rounds separating RQ.
Eco था. Can't
Start off the half 2-0.
expect.
Yeah, gonna have that outlaw. Looks like Monyet wants to go for the Bucky. As Crystal does already have an annihilation online though. As he has had a great start. Some decent work there. God, what a swing and what a little flick down there from Crystal. Need to get Jemkin going as well. Should be,
कैसा ये कर रहा है ये?
you know, him kind of starting to match maybe what Yudotan was able to do on the other side. Aggressive push.
Look at the crunch. Is a decent amount of damage dealt here. Poppy down to 50. It's rather 70.
थोड़े tag है दोनों.
Credit for a second. 70 hit for
50
Crystal.
HP.
As okay,
पकड़ लिया
there's
एक
the
को.
pull forward, and there is no real bailing out of Monyet. Crazy Guy wants to just try to play this as quietly as possible to find some surprise impact. Multiple eyes staring in this position, though.
It's his smoke, so
They are very suspicious.
yeah.
As okay, well now it's just gonna be flushed out. Get enough of the Spectre barrel spotted, because she's gonna slide down.
Now they should go directly to this thing.
Trying to intercept Poppy with eyes on the angle, but loses his head. Ziraton taking in alongside the wall. Double face
Nice
forward.
shot.
Hits the one tap with that Phantom. Pushing now down. Jemkin and Xfera both in position, but no one playing in towards this outlaw.
Yeah, outlaw
Back
दो
in
जन
the
को
site with
ये
that
कर
in hand from Sewer could prove to be a little bit difficult. He's going to get a target here after all.
Gun spot.
Ziraton sliding forward, and it's going to be banned from off screen to go ahead and collect the kill. Jemkin now with everything to do.
Gotta clear that wall. Still a lot of util. Who knows with Jemkin? Couple flashes in hand, but it gets revealed as well.
Just trying to go for the timing shots. Segment down, able to try to scale forward, finds the first, gets on down on the floor. Jemkin gets himself a third, 2 bullets remaining.
Let's go, guys.
And a ban will quickly dispatch him.
ये 1v1 के
good
चक्कर में
damage
खिल
dealt,
जाते हैं
though.
भाई.
Given that this is the second half bonus for RRQ, GE deny the conversion, but they still lose quite a bit.
Yeah, and this is exactly what you need here for RRQ.
एक गन बचा हुआ था, 4 तो निकल गए.
Okay, they use it all, they get a free kill. That is actually what ends up being the difference maker in this round. Nice little push out there from Cushy, but I'm liking some of the coordination that we're seeing from Global Esports already with this new team. Seen a lot of good, 1, 2, 3 moments where they go together, they swing together, or they wrap around a box together, things like that that are really well coordinated so far. That's an encouraging sign for a team that got put together for this stage.
Net avoided Poppy up over the top. The first shot able to connect.
Good trade, good
be
trade.
put down. That's going to be a critical target to be found, but just as important, one found on the opposite side as Jemkin gives his life for that pick. On yet hovering nearby.
ये लोग लंबा लॉक नहीं कर रहे अभी के लिए तो.
Just outside of Sewer.
सारों के सारों यहीं पे 3A 1C.
Seems to be A all the
RRQ
way
का रीड अच्छा है.
for Global. Stack up and try to bully their way through the paranoia. A little bit of Yeoman util.
Taps there is Moniette sitting at the relay bolt. To hold them back, Cushy swinging forward, but Pan winning that
Nice.
fight. Crazy guy immediately dead. Moniette now. So much weight on his shoulders, tries to go for the transfer to get the third, can't make it happen. Sparrow in position now to try to pull off a 1v2. Pushing, finding the timing. Cancel the drone. 5 bullets.
Nice.
And Yeoman, just a little bit too healthy, a little bit faster, finds the kill as Global Esports move up to 11.
Absolutely brutal that Global Esports is able to win a couple of those opening battles on the side. I mean, I think this is a pretty decent read. You get the trade early, okay, but Ban winning against Cushy there.
This is the time,
brutal.
last moment
Moniette,
to take
good idea here.
time.
Almost hits the transfer. Yeoman able to stand tall just in time and ends up winning the 1v1. And another timeout from RRQ.
Of course.
Gotta fix it, you gotta
Had
fix
to
it now. I mean,
इसके अलावा
okay,
chance
so
ही नहीं
you've been
है.
able to shut Yudotan out of some rounds, but the follow-ups have been just as good from the rest of Global Esports. I mean, this team is deep in talent, we know that. It was just a question of, with a lot of changes being made, are they gonna be ready for this stage? Seems like the answer so far, yes. And then on RRQ, the questions have been, with the disappointing results internationally, with the change in meta that they didn't seem to be able to really get themselves shifted into, were they going to be able to kind of fix things in time? And so far the answer's been no. It just looks a little less coordinated at times from RRQ. I mean, that's, again, I'm going to keep pounding that point for Global. They've looked really in form in terms of their teamwork.
Certainly have. Well, Dimensional Drift, Neural Theft available. It's going to be another thrifty attempt here for the side of RRQ. Hunter's Fury from Yeoman available as well on the opposite side.
Early maneuver there from Poppy. No TP used, just taking a little bit of space. It's gonna be a little bit of pressure on a Cushy maybe. Sends out the drone. Just gonna get the info info that Poppy's there, but that doesn't give you too much in terms of what the actual plan is for Global, because a lot of times Omens will kind of take that corner by themselves, just looking to play a little counter lurk, or just trying to get a little bit of info on what the defense is trying to do.
Drone spotting, ping coming down.
अभी ओमन स्मोक नहीं कर पाएगा सी if I'm not wrong.
Reading it decently well, but it's a great shot. The one tag gonna be something there as Cushy comes away with it. Very nice one. Just Fury in the round, no longer in concern as Cushy looks for a little bit more. Does well to find a second.
She almost did it though. भाई दो मार दिए, तीसरा लो है. Very losable round.
Going to be sent, put forward here into the smoke. Get a time with that Guardian in hand, able to find one as Jemkin does get struck down. Damage on the Monyet has him at 37 in Yutan. Finding crazy guy to boot. Xpero now drop. And there's the quick cleanup.
Let's go.
Timeout not going to lead to a thrifty. Can it lead to the start of a run back? 7 rounds in a row needed here for RRQ, the reigning Stage 1 champions, as they try to get this into overtime.
And you're giving yourself a great chance because of Cushy's individual play there. Reading the push-outs from Global Esports off the back of that drone really nicely. Kinda gets the formation kind of correctly guessed in terms of where he could take some fights, get some picks. He does a ton of damage, even gets a shot onto a third player, but nobody from RRQ was able to follow up well enough. Just quick clear of the dart. Shock dart out, doesn't actually get into this tripwire. It's pretty far back of the boxes even, across towards Plat. So it's a nice little tricky setup that Xpero has, but it seems like Esports is just fishing for info to make some kind of move. I mean, it's a little bit tough here. If Monyet can find a shot. Nope, Crystal swings past it. Now he's in trouble.
Ace getting amplified as Hunter's Fury going to be sent out here from Cushy, trying to dissuade, trying to tag them up. Just make them widely abandon this position. Yutan, however, is still going to be forward onto the site. Monyet swinging around the back, but Yutan still just a little bit faster. Eventually does get taken down at the crossfire. Gets set up there from Crazy Guy. Girls have with the ping reveal, and Xpero plays off of it well. Crazy Guy trying to reposition, but he's out into the open.
Second time
and that's a bit of an overcook and overheat. As Jemkin tries to apply some pressure here from the back of C Long. Sights on it. Instead we'll rewrap camp set up there in mid. Sonic sensor on the outside of garage. Seemingly does manage to get past both. Dimensional drift now coming through. Spot on the one. Xpero holding the angle. As Ban being scouted. Crystal, however, still able to find the kill on a Cushy.
Bro, Crystal is doing his thing,
sets it up, however. As Crystal will be the finisher. 13-5. Global Esports, welcome back to the stage. It's been a long time, but this is a sight for sore eyes.
And welcome back, Yudotan. What a massive impact he had, especially on that defender side. Took over the map. Then in that second half, it's good coordination from Global Esports. That last round, another microcosm of the way that they push and pull off of each other. They really understand their spacing and their timings well. And so far, so good. In sync and taking down RRQ on their map pick of Haven.
And that means that Global now lead the series as we get ready to go to Corrode. The second time that we're going to be seeing it. And if they're as well drilled as this on that map, RRQ with a bit more limited prep time, this could be a very rocky start to the reigning champs here as we dive into stage 2. As this team at the moment is looking reinvigorated on all fronts.
To say the least, this was a statement start for Global Esports.
For Yudotan, I think, yeah, just an enormous performance. I mean, this is a guy who's been floating around the scene since the very beginning. He used to play on Go and Go Prince here in VCT Korea all the way back in 2021, 2022. Saw some time over in the Challengers Leagues, both in Korea and in China. Now finds himself on the big stage, and he has delivered at least a start here in this series. We're gonna go ahead and pass it back to the analyst desk, where I imagine that, well, Big Time is gonna be talking some smack.
Yep, somebody's way too happy, and I'm like, chill, man. It's map 1. It's map 1.
You know what? You're right. It's all good. I don't need to go out yet. So we're just gonna take it easy. But I mean, I think GE absolutely dominated. And wow, who could have seen this coming? Absolutely not me. What a game one from them. I can't hide it anymore. What a game one from them. They smacked RRQ on their own map pick, man.
Yeah, this is not a good look for RRQ. You've seen some lackluster performances internationally, but I was pretty confident that even with the busy schedule that they were going to come back to Pacific, be confident, look refreshed, and look like against a team, especially an opening fixture against GE, you should be able to just run over this team. But GE are the ones that well and truly look refreshed. They look like they had a great game plan. I like the comp that they brought. And Yudatan, I mean, that is ridiculous. Almost 30 in 18 rounds, 400 ACS, 5 openers. This dude took over the server, but there was some great structure and a good approach from GE around that.
Pacific Stage 1 ट्रॉफी लेके बैठे Pacific Stage 1 का जेंजी को हरा के बैठी है RRQ.
You can tell from their macro how strong this coaching staff has become. I felt
Oh
like
damn!
that was a team
Hey,
that looked
big time ने सुना क्या बोला? How strong the coaching staff has become. Bro, the players and the coaching staff extremely goated. I'm telling you this.
He was hitting every single shot, but the support behind
Big
him
time
was
was
very
not
good,
very
Very
good.
nicely done.
consistent,
Assistant coach, huh?
very impressed by Global on this map one. Of course, stealing away RRQ's map pick. As you know, we'll talk about it soon, but we're gonna head to Corrode, we're gonna head to Bind. RRQ don't have the reps.
By the way, this is the happiest that I've seen the GE staff.
Yeah.
You know? Wait, did you ever smile like that? Like the way Elevated MC were?
Yeah, I still got a smile.
They're like, yeah. And you know, you have to hand it to them. Each of the players on Global Esports here, they all had their moments and they all performed fantastically. Especially you must be very, very happy right now over here as Big Time Handsome on his build.
Yeah.
How can you ignore it when he had, that was like 2 aces on his way to a 3rd potentially?
I mean, you get -5.
Now I can go on Twitter.
He still went +24 for you
It
guys.
doesn't matter.
ये देख.
It does not matter.
Twitter पे जाते ही देख क्या दिखा. I literally open Twitter and see the first thing that pops up.
At the same time, that does kind of
First thing that pops up on Twitter. First thing.
I mean, they are doubling down on a player where we said right from the start of the year in kickoff.
ए इन लोग सब बोल रहे हैं सबकी सैलरी बढ़ाओ यार हमारी कड़की चालू है इन लोग सैलरी बढ़वा रहे हैं पहले जीत जाए ओके मैं इतना बोलता पेरिस पहुंच जाएंगे सबकी बढ़ा देंगे पहले चैंप्स पहुंचने दो एक मैप जीत के लॉन्ग वे टू गो come on guys come on come on
So honestly, slotting those players in around a very talented, promising core.
मस्त यहाँ की लाइटिंग बहुत सेक्सी
And Crystal, who did quite a good job on
मस्त
Deadlock as well.
मस्त
He's in there as well.
guys whoever's watching now Suki is about to post a reel
Start to come into some better form.
and shot
I mean, this roster's looking bloody dangerous.
दोनों पे जाएगा ना
Great to see you to come back on this duel list as well.
426 ACS baby
It's great to see him there. And you know, we have to touch on the Deadlock here.
एक second.
Because this is different. We don't see this a lot. So Deadlock is a sentinel, but it quite functionally plays as an initiator, while you're able to set up these kind of kills. And now the grab net is the signature ability. It's refreshable. You get 2 of them in a round. Do you know how big the grab net is? It has its own postcode, its own gravitational pull.
किसी ने मेरे को बोला ये देख जेनल नायक ट्विटर पे टैग कर कर प्लीज डोंट गिव उडोटन अवे आई सेड अभी कोई गिफ्ट है क्या गिव अवे कर देंगे उसका
You run the A lobby control, the other team cannot contest, then you can set up a sonic sensor inside of A lobby.
now we get to see Corrode.
You're coming in for the retake. You chuck
Corrode.
backside A. If you talk about
Let's
on the
go
attacking
Corrode.
side, for example, you can use a grab net to be able to bully that map control, and then when you're playing in the post plant, you can grab net somebody in the post plant. It's like Teo Missiles 2.0, mate.
Yeah, it was so annoying, especially.
Where are you right now, Mumbai? Yes, we're all in Mumbai right now.
Crystal, I feel like, you know, it was hard to.
Digital Snan is working. Yeah. I mean, along with the digital Snan, also the practice, the coaching staff, the effort, the 18 hours of training, the mental fortitude that these guys are building, the physical strength that they're going, the coaching staff that's been working, the support staff that's been working. All of that plus digital Snan.
Which fight he can take.
I do think RRQ also had some good ideas, right? There was a couple rounds we wanted to look at from RRQ's perspective here, and I'll let you handle that.
I'm enjoying watching GE game after a long time. Me too.
We talked about this, the lobby control with the
I'm
Deadlock,
with you.
immediate
हम
grab
तुम्हारे
net,
साथ हैं.
and the relay ball. RRQ's answer to this with the Hunter's Fury up is drone up over the top.
अभी तो IRL watch parties चाहिए.
And then then there's just way too much pace for
Playoffs,
GE to deal
playoffs,
with.
पहले
You get the
playoffs
TBR
पहुंच जाएंगे तभी.
shrouded step from
अगर
Crazy
playoffs
Guy.
नहीं जा रहे तो
Wonja is
watch
already
party भी
way
नहीं
too
करना.
far
Like हम
up
लोग
for
ने
them
ये
to be able to
internally
deal with
decide
the
किया था.
speed of the need.
Like genuinely हम लोग ने decide किया था अगर playoffs नहीं जाएंगे तो watch parties नहीं रखेंगे IRL वाली. So
This
let's see.
also was a really nice AXQ on
Unk
the
is finally
R1.
happy
You
after
could
3
see
years.
just how
Brother, you have no idea how hard we've been working and जो हमारी हालत टाइट हुई है ये सब रेडी करने में और यहाँ तक पहुँचने के लिए.
the wall to be able to break any sonic sensors or any sentinel
chill,
utilities,
Unk,
and then
chill.
you can flash on through.
What
ये
map
फर्स्ट
है ये?
सेकंड में जीतना है भाई.
पेपर एक्स से क्या था ट्रैक बाय ट्रैक ना हमारा मैप बाय मैप होगा एक एक मैप इफ पेपर एक्स इज अ ट्रेन दैट्स गोइंग ट्रैक बाय ट्रैक वी विल गो मैप बाय मैप हम लोग छोटा रेक्स है
RRQ, they only got 5 rounds. I think we just watched most of them, unfortunately, with a couple of good sets. But outside of that, they
वर्ल्ड
were
मैप
not
घूम के आएंगे
really their
हम लोग यहाँ से फिर जापान फिर पेरिस
Yeah, Eurotan, of course.
वेयर इज राहुल हिंदुजा आई हैव नो आइडिया
Just to carry on with what you were saying there,
इंस्टाग्राम पे
I
है
think because
प्लीज
of the
फाइंड
fact
हिम
that
एट राहुल एम
RRQ
हिंदुजा
did have good rounds, they did find good
या
answers to
बाय द वे
this
उसका
deadlock.
10% फॉलोअर्स बढ़ गए कल की पोस्ट से
Didn't get cheesed by the comp. This
हाँ,
wasn't a cheesed
50.6
competition
से
or like
0.7 हो गया
steal a
अभी तक.
map. This was GE outplaying RRQ on a macro perspective, on a micro perspective. So I think thank you for
Big time.
It's still early days, but we're heading into Corrode. We're heading into find new maps that RRQ really won't have had as much time on. So I'm feeling very, very optimistic.
That's exactly it, right? Because we do know RRQ. They are familiar with Haven. We were banking on that. Going into
Yeah, like
Corrode,
RRQ
where
ka Haven is a
everybody's
strong map.
still on, like,
Now
uncharted
Corrode
waters here
is
at
going to
Corrode.
be like
I'm
hard.
not feeling too confident because like GE just basically has to ride this momentum.
ब्रो
They just
जर्सी भी
ride it
चेंज
all
कर
the
लो
way
प्रोफेशनल लुक वाली जर्सी ले आओ और लोगो भी चेंज कर लो जेलर सूट में डाल दे सबको यार जेल का लोगो डाल के
Again, but who knows if they're going to manage to make it.
क्या ये
it's
क्या
gonna
है
be incredibly,
प्रोफेशनल क्या होता है
incredibly
प्रोफेशनल
difficult.
ई स्पोर्ट्स में क्या होता है
And, you know,
प्रोफेशनल मेरे को
I
बताओ
think, like,
ई
you know,
स्पोर्ट्स में क्या
Corrode,
होता है
I'm
प्रोफेशनल
very
क्या
happy
गंजी
that
बनियान
they've
पहन के
been getting
जाए
this
क्या
map 2
व्हाट
days in
व्हाट
a
इज
row.
प्रोफेशनल इन ई स्पोर्ट्स
And,
जो हमें
I
पसंद
think,
आए
like,
दैट
for
इज
GE
प्रोफेशनल
and,
एज पर अस
RRQ, they do have that familiarity with them, so they can bank on that. They can trust each other at this point.
चलो,
They are
आया
still
मैं एक
working
मिनट
that
में.
out.
हाँ.
But for global chemistry just yet, they actually, they have their own idea on how to play this map, and that could actually work towards them.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see what comes out here on Corrode, particularly from GE. They have had time to prep, they have had time to look at this. DRX picking it yesterday kind of backfired for them. For GE, double duelist. Yoman is going to be on the raise. Sorry, Udatan is going to be on the raise here. You've got Ban playing ISO, so he's going to be a secondary duelist. But the Sage worked so well for GE, for Gen G rather, yesterday. So I'd imagine that's going to be a big pick for GE as well as the Fade on the Enit role.
Yeah, RRQ trying to maybe standardize a little bit more. Jemkin's back on that Yoru. We're seeing Omen and Viper. Cushy, though, on that Vice is something a little bit different, but I do think he's very, very comfortable there and is able to do well there. Both of these really kind of new comps that we're not used to seeing. And who knows, it's Corrode. It's all up in the air.
Oh, this is going to be very, very interesting. Two very different approaches that we're seeing here on Corrode. We're going to pass it on over to our casters, Achilles and Paperthin.
Thank you very much. Well, some very different flavors here on Corrode from these two squads. The double duels coming out bad. We were talking about it, the flexibility that he brings in. Is able to play duelist himself and will be doing so now with the ISO. It's going to be a lot of aggression versus a lot of control.
My initial ideas with the ISO is that you're going to be using some of the walls and other things to really just gum up the mains and gum up the middle choke. So you're looking to really control those chokes along with the Sage like we saw yesterday with Gen G. So I think on this defender side, GE has a lot of options to really just kind of ruin what RRQ might want to try to get started, but they are going to grab an orb for free. I believe the Arc Rose over there as well. Actually going to be Cushy on the Vice. Xfero's going to be piloting the Viper. So the double controllers got to use those smokes. They got to use well. Astra, a bit of an interesting choice.
आ गया मैं
Side of
वापस.
Global Esports as well. You have to be really on point timing with some of those smokes off those stars. Oh,
Again,
Nice shot, good trade.
not going to be a 4K, but Udatan does manage to find one. So Cushy going to be struck down, but Jemkin able to trade it back. That being said, does take it down to 50 HP, but all of a sudden, face coming through ends up costing them quite dearly. Tuck in from Yoman, able to just stay there in the smoke. Now I'm going to try to linger around the back line. The jump on him, but Poppy here at front ends up falling down.
दो लो है. एक पे decent HP है.
Very much cut out for them, waiting
I
for the
don't know.
heal. Just take him back as high as possible can get on that HP
0-1 हो
bar.
रहा है first round. That's pretty sure.
Nearly undoable, but a few players weak, so
Fair enough.
who knows?
Nearly undoable.
It's not going to be the first point of contact. Instead, it's Crazy Guy here around the corner. He's finding even more chip
Gets one,
damage.
I guess.
Puts him to 55.
तीन लगा के बैठे dude. No shit.
Yeah, impossible to try to break this stack. Sparrow quickly will go ahead and
अगर
dispatch
सिर्फ
him.
crazy
That's
भाई
gonna be
fight
RRQ.
करो तो
Should've
मैं
won
भी
it
निकल जाता.
pistols, but remember what happened. The previous map was a hell of a lot of back and forth to start things off, and that certainly could continue.
Yeah, this one's kind of a little bit less coordinated than what we saw from Global Esports on Haven. You know, you're going to swing out there, try to use the double tap shield to kind of equalize a fight where the numbers aren't going to be in your advantage, but the shot's not really connecting for Global there, and you know, you're using that Sage wall early over at A main to block off the A site, but they're still not able to take the numbers fights that they would like to as Global Esports. Instead, RRQ is the one
पूरा opposite भाई, पूरा opposite. दोनों का रेट अजीब हो गया.
except for the early trade.
दूसरे defense का
Just went their way.
गंदा हो गया रे.
Global Esports making a
Wise
big move
can
out
get a
of
pick here.
They've got everything there.
Yeah,
Caught
of
just
course.
walking his crystal, not even looking in that direction.
Here's the footsteps behind as well. Cuts up Thorns.
बचा लिया.
Shield there to try to keep them protected as they continue to advance forward. Some more shots loaded up. Ultimately, it's a bit of a pause and a bit of a reroute. Looks like Ban is gonna linger for a little
I think
bit
they'll
longer,
go for the spike. Spike से मत लेंगे, तो और नहीं देंगे.
through mid window.
Ult points.
Around the back of the A site. Could just be a spike death play here.
Fair.
Would love to get some kind of damage in, but Wiley would take 2 kills to find any.
And they might send one through. Swap the Ghost over to Jemkin, but seems like they might have guessed incorrectly where the stack might end up.
Jemkin का ult आने वाला है 2 और में.
Let's see how much longer Monyet sticks around. It wouldn't take too much longer.
Wall bangs from there, dude.
Good little
Crazy.
ninja set up there through the wall. As RRQ flawless in the 2-0 start. Clean up the anti-eco.
Yeah, a lot of
अच्छा
people
था भाई इसका
talk
not
about
bad.
that A site being kind of a high pen gun user's dream. All of it bangable. So just coming through there and having a good lineup. Cheeky attempt on an ninja fuse. I kind of like that, honestly. At least keep them on. At least keep them, you know, in place and see if you can get something out of it. But let's see what they can do. RRQ, nice bonus. They're going to be able to carry over though. Yudotan, it's again going to be the one tasked with trying to take the early mid control, but stacks coming through for RRQ. That's an early kill there, spamming through the
लम्हा
smokes.
वो नीचे वाले को मार रहा था ऊपर वाला मार रहा था.
One to the head. Nice now gone, Boombot. Scouting the forward position here of Jemkin.
Bro, Ben has to get a multiple.
Yard at the same
अच्छा
time.
वो look what the fuck.
Pass over here onto the spike. The Crazy Guy's gonna try to push, but that time from Yudotan, it draws all the attention back towards him, and Ban is able to swoop in.
Good one, good round.
Global Esports look to pull off a flawless anti-bonus here.
Chip
Very
damage.
well poised to do so, but Ban does get struck down. Jemkin now looking to try to get a bit more damage in, cannot. One casualty, Global Esports get themselves on the board here on Corrode.
Yeah, this is more, I think, what Global Esports was looking to do on their pistol round. This time they're able to find much better execution, using that fade util to set up Ban there, get that quick kill. Yudotan just finds one through a smoke, finds 2 through a smoke, 1 out in the open, so 3 total. That kill for Jemkin though was big, because that's going to give him the dimensional drift for this round. So that's a nice little tool to have in the back pocket as RRQ try to see if they can find a way through. Love to dodge the Sage wall if possible. Crystal does get noted. Trying to fish for info. Like to know where that Sage is, I think.
B का push
It's
short
RRQ.
कर रहे हैं वो लोग.
Trying to make a move.
Trying to go mid again.
Save your ult for the other end of the map.
I think if
Gonna
he
make a go of it through mid anyway.
Here something
It's
has
another way to
been
get around it.
उसके अलावा नहीं करेगा वो.
TP back. Seeing a lot.
He's seeing a lot, but
Oh, yeah, Paranoia.
That's bro.
Time with the smoke. He's still able to
That
find
was
a
so
kill.
crazy.
Jimkin does. But Poppy coming
That
alive.
Omen plus
Cleans up
flash.
3, runs out of bullets, but Yudotan is there watching the exit here on that Sage wall.
Monet ने हक दिया थोड़ा सा.
There's no ambiguity about this. They know exactly where Crazy Guy is at. Might just have to try to drift away from this position, try to stay alive. Grab the orb, but doesn't even want to make a peep.
Kind of curious if that was an intentional idea there, if the Paranoia was just late from Monyet.
30 seconds left.
That's, I mean, it's good on Jemkin to get something out of that position, but things just falling apart as Ban cleans up the final kill in the round. And it just doesn't still look like RRQ is all there on the same page. Coordination lacking.
Concealment. Satchel out.
Poppy
Satchel out.
having a big round as the Astra. Get that kill. Ban good for another one at the end. So the mid control very well established. RRQ tries to use the Yoru ult to find a way through, but just isn't quite there to get it done.
And Global is now ahead, both economically as well as on the ult cycle. 2 away from the showstopper. 2 away from the kill contract.
Good need. Push ये करने के लिए deny.
They are in a very good position to try to snowball this, especially as Ban, well, it's the headshot. Quickly just backing away. Looks to dissuade, sends out the undercut, and now can just hold this even deeper, even safer angle.
Well, if you want to find a silver lining for RRQ, you got that double tap pop. And wait it out a little bit. Avoiding Prowler as well. Yudotan still suspicious behind this toxic screen, and he's right to be, but the boom bot goes right on by Xpharaoh.
Fires before it hits the wall.
No. Ben will do.
Given how they've been reading the map so far,
He's good. He's
still
good.
be
He
very
won't die.
suspicious, and Yudotan is. Pushes up off camera, gets the peek, gets that shot through.
एक मिनट पे चला गया
What do you really meant to try to do? Just going to be a TP forward, but there's so many eyes on this site. 3 players here. Flawless fashions. Global Esports establish the lead now, 3-2. Might just be seeing an early timeout call again from RRQ.
Yeah, I mean, again though, the coordination so
If
nice
they
from
lose,
Global Esports.
they will call a timeout. I
And great
guess.
play here from Van to get the one and recognize they were going to try to use some util to see if they could flush him out. He instantly backpedals to dodge it. Great reads from Poppy. Yo man there right through the smoke for the final. And in cruise control again, our Global Esports. And they're going to have Van's ultimate. Try to snag someone. Get a little bit more difficult for RRQ to get their executes rolling. The coordination there. See how he can do in the kill contract, but Yo man ready with the wall. Let's see if we can find the timing there.
There was a footstep heard.
Actually gonna back off of that.
Big crash gonna be seen. Destroys it right as the flash comes flying through, so no chance to try to TP, and even if you had, it would have been dead. So, better to not have the opportunity. Double tap coming in as Ban having to send the ultimate. Does mention get a grab here onto Xpharaoh. Got the spot out, gets the headshot, gets the reset. Snaps back to safety. Now can just go ahead and continue to try to peek down mid. Set up these tabs for Monyet is getting absolutely wrecked. 5 health now here on this Omen.
Feed has to get
Link,
info
though.
now.
There's hope here. And it's being misread by GE. They went over to B.
Vice का play अच्छा है. He can get very easily.
Sliding down, getting into a position potentially to have the jump here onto the enemy Vice as Observer. Hello.
Nice.
All right, it's okay.
Nice,
You
nice.
toggle back. Do see Yudotan can take it down at the same time. Ban does manage to find the punish, and now you've got a 3v2 looking for the retake with Monyet at 5 health. This guy has a Nightfall. He's going to send it, but he's sending it too early. They're not even there. That might tell them that they're actually on the approach from main and yard. Only one of those is correct.
so tough for RRQ.
Oh, the timing is just brutal.
Let's go.
Ugh. That's painful to see. That's a hard round to watch if you're a Crazy Guy fan.
I think you have to call the timeout now. And
Yep.
yeah, oh, of course, yeah, pick up the Odin. You have 6,500 credits. You don't need to. I hate this game.
It's kind of good on this map, though.
Yeah,
One enemy remaining.
yeah, it is.
But this is frustrating. It's just some missed timings from Crazy Guy, where he pulls the trigger a little too early on the Nightfall and then turns right at the wrong moment. It's a good read from RRQ. They outguessed Global Esports in a couple key moments. You know, with Xfero winning the battle outside of B lobby, and then the sneak up through A link to get the plant in. That's all well done. That's kind of the things you need to be doing on this attacker side on this map, but they have not much info otherwise. And the pressure getting to Crazy Guy there. Just maybe feeling like he has to make a play, given how things have been going. And it's all just for naught. That's a big ultimate that you whiff in that round. You know, Band's able to convert on his kill contract. That's a big pickup for Global Esports. So still everything going their way, and to make matters worse, you've got the showstopper for Yudotan, who's also going to grab an outlaw against these half-armor buys that RRQ is going to be bringing. Every player's one tap.
Full cluster here at A. It looks like this might just be a rush.
Well, I think the Odin might have something to say about that potentially.
Well, an attempted rush.
It's a slow rush. It's like speed walking.
Yeah. Prowler confirming some
Food in
presence
Sam
and
bro, green
already call for these rotations starting to come through. Double tap shield's gonna be popped. Sheriff here in hand is okay. Van does get struck down.
No.
Push around the corner with a shorty, and that's gonna be Crystal just delivering himself unto death as Chimkin
गंदा हो गया
the
ये
elimination. Swing in. Had he been able to get two, maybe Yudotan could make a pretty serious go of this. Sees the weapon, grabs it up. Crazy Guy obviously noting that. Sends out a couple of warning shots, but for now they have full information on this race's position with the paranoia ready to fly. Sends it out. Rotate around the back. Sparrow should be able to suss this
Sparrow नहीं हो गया मजा आएगा
actually, maybe not. No, he does not.
अरे
Could have done dirty, could have gone for the knife. Opposite, just go ahead, pick him off. Make this a little bit more costly here for RRQ. His money is still a bit rocky. Monyet will collect that Vandal. As it will be RRQ bringing this deficit back just a touch.
I mean, that's a big momentum shift, though, for RRQ. The Steel Garden works. You don't have to worry about much else. The round is over before Yudotan can even get there with the showstopper. Like you said, Yeoman finds two. He gets the res online. Who knows? Could be a very different round, but end of the day, Crystal still having a laugh, though. The energy good, of course, for Global Esports. Now you've got the op for ban. Odin still being invested by Crystal, and you have all the ults except for the kill contract on the side of the South Asian team. And let's see what Yeoman can do. He's been tasked with managing the front of B main, and he's done a really nice job of it so far. Let's see if he wants to put up an early wall or not. Hasn't done it too much on this side of the map, but just an orb grab and a TP out over towards this operator. Are you going to remember this position? Same one as he had with the Outlaw almost. He's pushing forward though.
Man is getting so aggressive here. He's going to find a timing to get one, but Monyet quickly swings the corner, finds the trade.
बहुत आगे चला गया था.
Gel down, TP on the back. Monyet actually sticks this, and Yudotan cannot win the fight. Monyet, a huge duel to be won as Crystal blinded up here into the corner. Just doesn't know what the hell is happening around him. Great call coming through here from RRQ as they look to tie things up 4-4.
Again, hope for Yeoman. If he can win a battle cleanly.
Nice shot, Poppy.
Poppy does manage to find 2 quick kills. He's going to commit to this one. Tries to divide, but has to just disrespect the bite, the jump out, and Poppy has them!
What the
What
fuck,
a
Poppy?
play! What a miracle! And what a Red Bull clutch! Poppy's absence was felt a bit in stage 1, but my...
क्या हो गया?
And that right there is one of them.
Last player standing.
A miracle of
Crazy
the
round,
right.
dude.
That is
Crazy round.
ridiculous.
One enemy
And he just
remaining.
outguesses him there.
They had no idea that he would just disrespect the snake bite, push past the molly, eat the damage. What a genius maneuver.
That is exactly what we want to see from Poppy. And why everyone was begging to see him in Tier 1. Ooh. A little bit of damage done there on that Odin spray.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Why not? Nightfall through, Crystal still just, yep, spamming him down. Odin in play, double swing out, Yudotan does end up falling, but Crystal just coming away with kills with the Odin. Monyet now. And swinging forward, Poppy gonna be res back in. Didn't really need it, but sure. Helps build up the economy even further. Carries another gun forward, and that's gonna be Global Esports getting themselves a 6th round win.
Now you're sitting on some really nice alts to counter this Viper's pit that Xfero's gonna have if things go a little bit sideways. Oh, crazy guy. Right as he's throwing the haunt. Gets shot through the ear. Crystal finally finding some value there with that Odin. He was getting bullied a little bit on that A site, and now he's able to
Next
fall
round
back a
timeout.
little bit,
ये round जीते हारे
more
it's a
cautious,
timeout
get
for
some
RRQ.
serious value. Yeah, I'd love to see some patience here out of Global Esports. Showstopper rip.
Oh, there you go. Ask and ye shall receive. As Pan on the peak, finding one. Second layer from Poppy finds Jemkin. Now it is just Monyet. Spike just peeking out a little bit from the smoke, so can't even try to pick it up. Flawless
क्या
round.
खेल
Global
रही है
Esports
बेटी?
securing a lead at the
What the
half. Once again, could be looking at another 9 and 3.
Absolutely, and it's the little things with the coordination for Global Esports. Setting up the showstopper, Yo-Man doesn't die for the cause, but he comes damn close. Still though, opening up the door, actually gets headshot in there too, but that allows Yudotan to find the easy follow-up, the easy alley-oop. Mid-control established by the operator and Poppy. Still hanging on to a kill contract.
Looking
Would
very
love
good.
to see Ban just
बोला था मैंने.
keep that in the back pocket as an
They
anti-Viper's
had to,
pin
bro.
tool.
It
Especially if you
doesn't
could just
matter. They
kind of
had
use
to
the op to
take
maintain
time out.
mid-control. No reason to really rip that except in retake attempts.
I believe
Have to
last
take
game
a
में
timeout
7-3
again
पे
as
time out
RRQ.
लिया था उन्होंने.
This is
या 7
painful.
नहीं 3-6 पे
say the
लिया था.
least.
They lost
So
the
does
round.
this mean, because Global Esports, they did the thing, they had the guy, bless the team.
They did. That's true.
Is this
He has
100% win rate now?
He has powers. It worked for Paper Rex, and it worked for some football team that I don't remember. Maybe it was PSG, I can't remember. I don't pay attention to football, so.
This
Nor do
thing,
I.
Snan.
But it's like he's there's something going on there, man. That guy's got magic.
Yeah. Seems like the mandate of heaven might just be a bit too powerful.
Maybe he could bless me and I could get my hair back.
I did. God's ability only goes so far, I think.
Oh, darn.
He was gonna do that on the 7th day, but then he was it's too much work. I gotta take a rest.
Yeah, that's a lot to ask.
Oh, Ban entrenched here. Crystal trying to draw attention, and so far they are biding. How patiently can he play it? Going for the triple transfer, doesn't manage to make it happen, but Crystal finds 2 as well, and just like that,
That's crazy.
the round hopes widely shattered.
Just after that timeout, dude.
Just one of
That's
those
going to be pain in the
learning
ass.
experiences for RRQ on this map. Another corner you're gonna have to be aware of and check. There's tons of them. Go kill contract.
That's confidence.
So this pit
Can pull this
has to
off.
go big or go home here for Xvero. Ace clutch. He got both those kills.
Boombot scouting. Damage going to be suffered. Blast pack to offset. And he's just completely surrounded. Too much util that never got baited out. That never had an opportunity to get baited out. Defuse will come in. And that is going to be Global Esports having plenty of fun. For the first time in a long time, mind you, here on the stage.
Oh, it's great to watch. And again, they handle this situation perfectly. You know, Xvero tasked with having to be the hero, and he does well to find two in that situation. Spins 180 to get Crystal. But the follow-up is just beautiful here. Yudotan's got the read. Got the Boombot into the follow-up blast pack, and then Poppy's just right there to catch the
9-3 last round, last game.
It's so fun to watch this Global Esports team today. Not just because they're having players pop the heck off, but they're making great reads, they're making great plays together as a team. Ooh.
Well, you know, as fun as they have been to watch, I will never not enjoy seeing that. The Odin getting taken down does do an immense amount of damage, though, because, of course, it's an Odin. As kill contract coming through, Cushy,
nice,
maybe a bit of a rougher target to try to contend with, but Bannon instantly does have the headshot. Cosmic Divide now going to be sent in here from Poppy to try to dissuade and make this nigh impossible. And Default still player advantage here as Jemkin immediately dealt with it. Yudotan has the 3K to go ahead and get Global up to 9.
Am I this thing?
Well,
good luck charm
Global
for them.
Esports certainly believing in blessings. RRQ looking to believe in curses.
Absolutely. Who's got a little bit more of that mystic power behind him so far? Global Esports, a ban, by the way, perfect to kill contracts, has done a really nice job overall in the ISO. I mean, I think a couple double taps were maybe popped a little prematurely. Other than that, I think he's been really, really solid. Good opping, taking some of those off-angle positions, hiding, doing a lot of what you need. And, you know, when you switch sides of the map here, I feel like this Global Esports composition is pretty well balanced to do a lot of damage on this attacker side as well. I mean, with the double duelist, with the ISO there, to set up using the wall to get into sights, and then you can use the vulnerable to catch players in those corners. I think there's a lot of opportunity here. You know, you talked a lot about it yesterday with the Rays, how you can use that to clear angles and how much power that has in those scenarios. I think following up with the fade, you know, right behind those duelists is going to be really, really annoying. And then in the post plan, if you can get those sage walls in a position, we saw it with Foxy9 yesterday with Gen G, that can simplify your post plans. So I still feel really good about Global Esports' chances here to just take a 2-0 to kind of make short work of our Stage 1 champions.
I mean, credit to the players, but the coaching staff, the recent additions coming through. Matthew MCE Elmore looking to do it again. At the very least, it seems to be turning Global Esports into just, you know.
They're a well-oiled machine.
Yeah. A beast in the group stage.
I mean, look, Yudotan is good, we knew that, but this is like good teamwork.
Yeah, it all is looking great. Oh, well, Man does have the cognizance to go ahead and turn back. He's able to find that kill. Yo Man now trending it up. This crazy guy's going to be taken down. Cushy trying to push a corner, but quickly going to be dispatched. He'll push forward here on the Yudotan, so the few little glimmers of a silver lining now is nullified. Jemkin absolutely has his work cut out for him. And there's going to be a wall in the way as well.
This is just so nasty for Jemkin to deal with. No util. Sheriff has to basically go around the world. Let's go all the way around elbow.
Gotta wrap elbow, then pushed yard.
Exactly, dude.
Or wait for the wall to break. Watching to see what ends up happening because the round is widely over. As there you go. Crystal will bring it to a bit of a swifter conclusion. 2-2 in pistols, though it doesn't feel like it at all.
No, it does not. Look at Band there on the ISO. Some people might kind of wonder, Global Esports, Band's been kind of a journeyman here in VCT Pacific, but you can see why teams are so high on him.
Yeah, he won the talent global.
Yeah, look, he's steady, and he can flex for you on these double duos, which have become so popular in this meta. Makes a lot of sense to me. You're seeing why, folks. He's had a tremendous parade. A couple snipers here. Gonna take the long range fights, our Global Esports.
Full sparring here.
None at all.
Yeah, just playing this completely stock standard.
Going with a 4-1 split. Global Esports is like, all right, where are you gonna try to push the map? They left the spike behind too, so they were kind of anticipating that maybe there could have even been a gamble, like a force buy. That's something you have to be considering as Global Esports right now. I'm a bit worried about Yeoman though.
Well, he's actually just gonna back away.
Wow.
He just sends in a shot. There's no swing. Well, no, a chance at a punish, but shot ends up going wide, keeps himself alive, so Yeoman perfectly fine.
Battery not gonna last.
And I mean, they're just bouncing their way through connector.
Battery.
This is scary.
Jemkin on a hard angle, sees nade up and over the top. Yudotan blinded, finds Monyet, and Jemkin can't get a damn thing done. Another paint shell immediately sent forward. Sphero narrowly gets away from that one and around the corner. His blast packs now fly, and Yeoman, 3 more targets, could just find himself another ace.
They're so ready for this flank. Pings were out.
It seems like he won't be able to make it an ace. Poppy does go ahead and take down Cushy, clear the haunt. Swing forward, Crystal finds one, and Yudotan gets the other. It's a flawless as Global Esports clean up the anti-eco and are 2 rounds away.
First time Global Esports is so good.
In their first series
Like
of
in
stage
3 years.
2.
This is the best version of Global Esports I think we've seen. This is incredible.
Oh yeah,
the way they're playing.
I mean, even the form where they had
Really ganda tha, I'm not gonna lie, but
a land kill
kills le liye,
record,
so it's fine.
and texture playing Sentinel, even that, like,
It was good.
we're still losing
Man.
series.
Right.
They were playing really good and playing really tight sets, but they were still widely losing a lot of their matches.
This is
I blame Morgan
obliteration.
for that, frankly. He's gonna brag about this win, so I gotta knock him down a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah, we got to keep him in check. But I mean, this is so far. Who knows? Maybe RRQ defender sided copium, but you're just winning fights like that too. That's Jemkin gone. It's just crumbling for RRQ. The castle made of sandstone.
Wall set, just trying to fake this. Full cut across in towards mid, Cushy. There's line of defense here as Poppy playing split from the rest of the team. Sitting in around main, Cushy trying to find it, trying to get the transfer. Xfero is there, layers in a little bit of added damage, but now Cushy in a bit of a rough spot, having to find his way out. Yeoman with the fun with the outlaw. Suspected that was a no-scope, but now getting ready to come through. Poppy taken down. You'll do a 2v2 up and over the top. Crazy guy on the peak. Paranoia out, drops down, finds the kill. It's down to 30 HP. Prowler bogged a little bit, but Crystal able to just go ahead and barrel stop him. Monyet arriving here at tower. The swing, the flick. Monyet gets the headshot.
I thought he killed
RRQ
him.
in this map, denying match point away.
Yeah, but it's a costly round. The anti-bonus does go for RRQ, but they lose everything but one. So this buy gonna be scuffed. Judge, some Bulldogs, is what they're going to be able to bring. Saw another Odin, I believe, for Crystal. See if they hang on to that or not. I mean, the coordination here looks so good. Oh, just with the no-scope there. Nice paranoia from Monyet. Nice finish in the 1v1. But you need some energy here as RRQ. Because don't have much room for error anymore again. You're looking into a pretty quick ult cycle here. You get the res, you're a couple away from Crystal's Nightfall, one away from Band's kill contract. Meanwhile, you're not anywhere close. 3 away from Crazy Guys and Cushies. That's it. So things just gonna be really scary. You're gonna have to weather a hell of a storm. See what they can do at mid here, though. They've got control.
Push forward, spray down on the 2, but trend back. Poppy able to find the kill on a Monyet. Does manage to equalize
Jumpkin
it.
gets checked. It's GG.
Scale forward in the mid. Poppy, however,
Oh, bro.
steady on the angle.
Didn't
Has
have
the headshot
patience
Jemkin
to
taken
stay.
down at the same time. Call to rotate. Can't still be made.
Oh, they're getting a little bit confused, though. Van just ran into some Vice util.
Yeah, the thorns get cleared, and now Sparrow trying to scale up. Finds one. Follow-up thorns. Trying to get popped, but it's going to be banned. Just pushing into mid. Finds him there with that outlaw. 12-4. Match point now locked in for Global Esports.
They've got a couple big ults. I mean, again, playing for the trades well, or Global Esports, and then Poppy going to outread Jemkin. Crosshair placement, very good. Man, oh, nice scope in. Very fast. That has to feel good.
And now you've got a res as well as that kill contract to try to just go ahead and seal the deal on this set.
It's impossible that they win this.
And you know you're going against a weak buy. You can catch one of those players with a stinger. Should be a pretty easy kill contract, you would think.
It's pretty much only, just Monyet. The real concerning weapon, unless Cushy gets a very quick 2-tap.
If you can take control of A-Link here as Global Esports, you can set up for a nice crunch onto the A site. That's what they're going to do.
But on the spike,
Spike
stage to
is still
time
in the
lagers,
lobby, so
spike we can
they haven't fully committed to this just yet. So maybe the call for Poppy to come over and scoop it up, or maybe Yudotan, who's lingering to watch mid. Here goes Ban.
That is going to be Monyet, so there is a ban on the opposite side of this. And the shield cleared out. Ban first loss here in the kill contract, but Monyet still going to be returning into a bit of an unsafe spot. So going to take it down. Nightfall able to find confirmation on 1. This spot there on the Crazy Guy.
You will not kill my ally.
Rez will bring it back, Ban back into the fold. Push
No,
from
that
the rear.
timing.
Cushy able to find 1, finds 2. Massive shots flying out is now Seal Guard going to be invested. Poppy trying to hound him down. The swap to the classic, however, Crazy Guy a little bit faster on the draw.
The timing.
Does manage to keep RRQ in this. Barely
Hoga
holding
game
on
khatam.
to this series, needing 7 rounds in a row. You just need to take it step by step.
Yeah, this
I
is
think G
as
taking
far
a
as,
timeout
like,
right now,
looking into
and
this
it's game
round,
over.
you know, with a crystal ball, this is about as good as it goes for RRQ in terms of who gets caught by the ultimate, able to find the punish on the res with just a sheriff. And just kind of, again, they get lucky this time with the timing when Yo-Man pulls off the angle with the outlaw. Otherwise, Cushy probably can't convert there. So finally, a little bit of luck going RRQ's way, but gonna need even more. It feels like to get this into overtime. Gonna trade it damage.
Double tap rogue. Jemkin around the back, finding 1, spotting others. Evacuates the area. They leave Xfero forward just the other side of the wall. For now, is going to have GE widely committed towards this push. Nightfall going to be coming through, dodged out by most. Hit onto Ban.
Just gotta leave Yudotan there to watch Link. Have the wall for the post plant. definitely
Good
cleared though.
approach.
Whole segment's gonna be broken. Gaps are there.
5 for losable.
Swinging, trying to go on the fight.
3-5.
Not yet able to swat him aside. Crystal, however, finding one more. Now a 2v4. Yudotan still in a rough position as the flank gets ready to come through here from Cushy. Turns from the flash, peeks, finds one, cannot get another. In Death will find that showstopper. Yeoman now with everything to do, goes for the fake out, and that costs him dearly. The fuse will come in. RRQ
Nice
halfway
thought.
to overtime.
Okay,
Timeout from
get a good
GE.
read
Come
on
on, dude.
things.
Take a timeout.
Being
You win
really
this shit.
patient here against Global Esports. Just playing very slow, cautious. I love that Jemkin gets the one kill. Doesn't overcommit. Some good trades now for RRQ.
What say, chat? What say?
And popping the clone there. That's just a feels bad man for Yeoman.
Money, you wish you can do it.
Now you put Global Esports onto an eco.
Timeout play, logo. Don't give the momentum.
I'm just thinking about it, like, if that actually was Jemkin and he was just Blair Witching the corner to try to bait him, that would actually be so funny.
Next level Yoru tech.
One day we'll get there.
Durka, please.
Ooh. Considering that peak, but it's backing away. Spam out though, crazy guy finding Crystal.
Just good counter spam here. It's RRQ. Just plant their feet with this 2-3 split. To seed all of the mid control though.
They're
There's the
giving up
teleport there
momentum. They
before Jemkin
should
up towards
just
mid-top.
take a timeout and win this.
Again, starting to get good reads on
After
the
this
tendencies
round.
of Global Esports. They really want to go for Link, but a little bit further this time. Global Esports wants to show a different look.
Ooh. Oh. Okay, well. Shield Rays causing divide. They try to segment this B side. Showstopper now going to be coming through. Quick exit into the dimensional drift here from Jemkin. Keeps himself alive.
No,
The Showstopper not
Ultaga,
finding anything
Ultaga,
at all.
Ultaga.
Crazy guy does manage to take down Yudotan. Is Poppy able to collect the gun? Little jiggle peek out from Munyet with the TP. Cushy smashes Poppy. Yeoman now has to do it all. Spots the first tiny little gap through the board. Jemkin is in position. You heard the RRQ player say it. He said, we can do this. They're starting to believe they're on the right path.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so far in Pacific, this has been a pretty defender-sided map, so absolutely doable.
Timeout,
Starting
timeout,
to get-
guys.
See this showstopper again, we have it.
I think it hit the wall like right in front of whoever it was meant for. X Pharaoh or
I think it was sent towards Crazy Guy.
yeah, whoever that was.
Yeah, good
That
call,
was
good
up
call.
there on that catwalk.
Last
Well,
round
that's
के
gonna be
starting में ले लेना चाहिए था
First
बस.
timeout call here from
Better
Global
late than
Esports.
never, नहीं?
Not comfortable with things getting this close.
No, and the ideas initially I really like from Global Esports. Like they're taking some mid control, they're pushing through the links.
अभी W gaming नहीं कर
The
रहे
sight
हैं.
holds have been just
Pick
really,
around,
really
I
nice
think
from
they should try.
RRQ. That's where their teamwork and coordination is really shown. They've been able to find some good moments, find those early picks, some good push and pull. That's another round where you invest a big ultimate, you can't get the close for Global. Just gotta right the ship. Just need that one more. We're gonna get a big upset win to start stage 2. It's gonna be Jemkin with an op, Crazy Guy with the Odin, full rifles for Global Esports.
Let's go,
No
GE.
ults in
Come on,
cycle,
one
just
round.
get banned really close. So was Yeoman with another res.
Jumkin with all. This
Getting
round
those
can go
ults into
left,
cycle.
right.
Let's see what Jemkin can do here. Gonna be smoked off initially. They're fast through A.
Yeah, big change to the pace here. Van does end up tucking back into the C's, but on the peak, Finds the kill. Crazy gonna be struck down.
Okay,
Jemkin
this
pulled forward here. And the off, able to win it out. Okay, either way.
Man, it just expired. I think he popped it on the entry.
Yeah, maybe.
unlucky.
Segment of the wall immediately broken down, and that does give Global Esports some pause here. Kashi just
Let's go.
looking away, back down through that kill. Right as he comes around the corner, so Crystal ends up being a very easy kill for him. Also opens up for this rotation to now get ready to come through. Looks like they want to try to poke and prod this site, but where RRQ still have some impact, but now swinging around the backhand side. Yo man looking for the shot. Crystal, I should say, looking for the shot. Finding the kill. Yeoman's playing Sage. Seed getting the grab, the line, not quite able to play off the back of that one, goes down into the 2v2. The pivot across to the B side does come in.
को बहुत पहले कर
Corpses
लेना है ये
nearby,
ताकि वो सिटी
otherwise
चला
Rez
जाता
could
तो
have been a factor here for Yo.
Poppy's going to be able to feed over some good info on where these rotations are going to come through. He's getting a good read on the defender side spot and mid window. He should be able to hear this.
Catches him right as they're swinging up into this position, checking around, silently dropping down, spotting the first, spotting them both. Collects the kill, and Yo Man is there. The off angle, 13-7.
first time G winning.
Global Esports take us to Corona.
Not the first time, but first time against a good team, I
Down
guess.
RRQ on
And the
their
first
back
match
of
also.
Haven, and they get a 2-0 here in this series. What
बोला था ना एक टाइम आउट से निकल जाएगा भाई ये.
performance from Global Esports.
You have to love what you're seeing from this new roster. From the new, what you're seeing from this new
First one.
roster.
First one.
From the
New roster, this is the
additions to
first
coaching
of
staff
many
as
to
well.
come. This is against
It
RRQ.
opens up
Remember that.
aces.
G
Global
fighting,
Esports
baby.
has a tremendous start.
G effing fighting.
And every win you can get in these groups is going to be huge, but especially against RRQ.
Against RRQ? Against RRQ. This is the one we needed the most.
That is going to be on everyone's radar now.
Let's go.
That was a statement.
Let's go. Yeah, this is very important to just like put us into the right momentum, bro. By the way, in case you haven't, buy the G bundle
You
now.
saw him play duelist in the past.
G
You saw
bundle.
when they did
अभी तक नहीं खरीदा तो अभी मौका है G bundle जाओ.
had to step into that role.
Bro,
We
इतने
saw
टाइम
what
बाद
he
G
was
का
doing.
मैच विन ग्राफिक देख लो.
Here though, it seems like the synergy that
Take a bow, boys.
by this
Take a
team
bow.
coming into Sage 2
Wow.
is really enabling not just Yudotan but damn near everybody to
Clean
find
2-0 bro. और थर्ड मैप जाना ही नहीं था.
once again.
ए MC G फाइटिंग की टी-शर्ट पहन रहा है.
Previously quieted in the previous stages, looking also electric with that monster
Sorry
speed
MC for not
run.
getting you your jersey on time.
Global Esports.
It's
We're now
coming,
gonna
it's
send
on
it
the
down
way.
to Bella, who's going to be standing by for our winners interview. Should be
खुश हो गया था ही तो.
Ah.
And the win goes to Global Esports. Congrats to
यूडो
you.
यूडो का इंटरव्यू किसका इंटरव्यू कर रहा है?
유도탄
अच्छा यूडो.
안녕하십니까?
안녕하세요.
인터뷰 한번 해주시죠. 왼쪽에서 좀 부탁드립니다.
오케이.
글로벌 이스포츠
야, 야,
유도탄
야.
선수 인터뷰 만나보겠습니다. 박수 부탁드립니다.
हिंदी में बोलो. Never mind, I'll get.
25 kills in the first half and 2 aces. How satisfied are you with today's match? Your performance in general. 와, 오늘 퍼시픽 디펜딩 챔피언을 상대로 승리를 아주 시원하게 가져가셨습니다. 유토탄 선수는 오늘 제대로 이름값을 하면서 전반전에만 25킬을 에이스를 2번이나 하셨어요. 오늘 경기력 좀 많이 만족스러운 것
Rat पूछ
같은데요.
रहा है भाई ये.
어떠셨어요?
Yokes में.
일단 연습한 대로 경기 결과가 나온 것 같아서 기분이 좋고요. 오늘 퍼포먼스는 뭐 개인적으로 만족하는 것 같습니다.
I think our practice actually paid off, so I am more than content with our team's results today. And yeah, for my personal performance, I am very, very happy with it as well. We got some new but familiar faces on the roster with Ban and Yeoman joining Global Esports. I wanted to ask you, how does having 3 Korean players on the team help with the communication? What's it been like with them on board for your team? 이제 또 요맨 선수와 벤 선수가 합류를 하게 됐는데 퍼시픽 팬분들께는 좀 익숙한 얼굴들이잖아요. 그 두 선수의 합류로 인해서 글로벌 e스포츠에 이제 한국인 선수가 3명이나 됐어요. 좀 소통의 원활함이나 좀 적응하면서 그런 비하인드 스토리 들어볼 수 있을까요?
일단 저는 처음에 벤 선수를 몰랐는데 벤 선수가 들어오고 나서 저는 사실 한국말 잘 못할 줄 알았거든요. 근데 한국어 되게 잘해서 일단 한국어도 소통이 되니까 되게 편한 것 같고요. 피드백할 때나 요맨 선수나 벤 선수가 되게 적극적으로 도와줘가지고 게임 하는데 되게 편한 것 같습니다.
Well, I actually didn't know how fluent Ban was in Korean, but he was very, very well spoken than I had expected. And with Yeoman and Ban both being very proactive on their feedbacks, it definitely helps with the language barrier overall with our team strats as well. Well, stage 2 is off to a good start for global esports. I wanted to ask you, what is your personal goal for this season and about the team's goal for this season as well? 스테이지 2 시작이 아주 좋습니다. 유도탄 선수의 좀 이번 시즌 개인적인 목표나 글로벌 e스포츠가 어디까지를 노리고 있는지 한번 들어볼 수 있을까요?
사실 저는 개인적인 목표는 플레이오프까지만 가고 팀적으로 봤을 땐 챔피언스를 가는 게 좋은 것 같습니다.
꿈은 크게 꿔야죠. 맞지 않습니까?
맞긴 한데 일단 플레이오프부터 가보도록 하겠습니다.
알겠습니다. Well, he said for my personal goal, I would say I'd be happy if we made it to the playoffs, but for the team champions it is. And I asked him, hey, what do you think about, dreaming big? And he said, well, that's true, but for me, one step at a time, playoffs it is. All right, thank you, Yudo-tan. That was a great game from Global Esports, and we'll be back after match 2. 유도-tan 선수 감사합니다.
He's on 46-21, bro. He's got a KD of 2.1 something.
Some early playoffs talk there from Global Esports,
खेला
and
भाई, अच्छा
it's
खेला.
hard to, of course, not give
Poppy
that
also
to them
very
because
good
of this
impact
performance,
frag.
especially from Yudo-tan. But for
Crystal
the whole
good
team, I
clutches.
would say I'm very, very impressed.
Fan
You
के
can see
भी
how much
anti
he
फ्रैग
was
अच्छे
having
थे.
fun
इसका
on
और भी
both
अच्छा
maps
थे.
as well. That's
9-1 है
Global
इसका
Esports that
entry.
we haven't seen in some time.
Such a big win for them
contact.
today. Really, really massive, especially in this group stage.
I
To
don't
take
remember
down
you being very
RRQ, of course, the stage 1
crazy, but
champions, is
he's
such
doing
an
his job now.
excellent start to the group stage
Siege
for
killer
this
was
kind of
taking the
redefined
control,
roster
taking the
at
control
Global
of the-
Esports. And yeah, I'm not surprised
Good
they're
game.
talking about playoffs. I mean, honestly, I felt like they looked clean, they looked comfortable. I think they had a lot of things going in their favor with the, the veto, the lack of time on RRQ side, but they executed it perfectly today.
Yeah, I totally agree. This is the first big win that Global has had in the 2025 season over an elite team in Pacific, so you've got to give credit where credit's due. No excuses for RRQ. I mean, they smashed them on Haven. I mean, that should have been one of RRQ's better maps. They're playing a comp they're very comfortable with.